Hello world, hello everybody, welcome back to Miss Molly Megs. It is a super special stream because one, we are doing our sub goal, our cocktails and canapes to celebrate hitting our second or third lot of 25 subs. So that is super exciting. We're going to make some of my favorite cocktails. And our second surprise, our second exciting thing is that we're going to have my mum, Mumma Molly, has flown from interstate. She's going to be our special guest. We're going to make some of her treats. So we're making her famous quiche. We're going to make mini quiches. We're going to make some cheese boards. We're going to make cocktails. It's a favorite thing of her and I to do in summer is to make cocktails together, especially frozen ones. And we're going to finish off with Mumma Molly's special rum ball recipe as well. So before we go into that, let's go back to the last time and we'll show you what we made last night. We did some chicken fajitas as well as some rice paper rolls. So that other fajitas, so just family style. It's just so easy to chop up your vegetables, get your meat ready. You can prepare your meat and your onion and capsicum on a sheet and bake it in the oven. Bring it all together and then everybody can make their own fajita or their burritos. It's very delicious. And then last but not least, these are our rice paper rolls. We did some chicken that you can either bake in the oven or we put it on the fry pan, so we stir fried it. We received 8 subscriptions, $10 in donations, 480 bits, 6 follows, and 2 hosts. It was a killer stream. I was doing Gangnam Style all night, and it was just, everybody was showing the love, not only to me, but all of our fellow community members were feeling the love as well. People came in and they weren't having a good day, so everybody was bringing the love. It was good to see. So, all right. I don't even know what to say. Without further ado, let's bring on Mumma Molly.
Hello everybody!
This is my mum. How you doing? Alright, so the chat is there. You can see.
Can't see a thing, but I'll put my glasses on if I have to read.
Okay, so to see the mother of the bride-to-be, the one and only, the highly tenacious daughter. Anyone who likes wine is an automatic friend of mine, says Pode. Can't wait for the year to end. What do you mean, Pode? Molly smashed some glasses, yes. That's the third or fourth thing with glass that I've broken last few days. So we've got AK Star Chaser in the chat. We've got J Mood, Pode in there as well. Amazing Mikey says, hello Mumma Molly.
Hello Mikey.
Pode's having a chilled one, so we better get started. Frozen, yeah. So frozen margaritas and frozen daiquiris are our go-to thing, don't you think?
Better put my glasses on. Can't read.
Sensei says, hello Mum.
Hello.
Alright, so, okay, what do you want to do first? We'll do the focaccia?
Yep.
Alright.
You lead the way with that one.
Okay. So what we're going to do, guys, is we might as well make a drink first. So what do you want to make first? We'll do a Pimm's. Do you like Pimm's?
Not particularly. Not as far. Much rather daiquiri or margarita.
Well, okay, we don't really have Chester's, just
Vodka.
Vodka and lemonade. Also, AK, I have some bad news about your baubles. So yesterday I knocked off some baubles and we fixed them. Then yesterday I broke some stuff as well. Just then I broke a bauble when I came in from work with my work bag. So AK Star Chaser, I owe you another bauble. And then I broke a champagne glass as well on my feet. So that's why I have thongs on. I have flip-flops because Mum over here reckons that I can't wear bare feet in the kitchen. Chester's eating my fridge. Okay, so I need to get another bauble. Mum, you have neater handwriting than me, so you can write. Where are the baubles?
They're in. I'll grab it.
Okay.
And I'll find the pen because I put it away somewhere safe.
So I went to work today and my mum cleaned my house.
And it's not good because I forget where I put everything.
So we cleaned up yesterday and let me just use this. We cleaned up yesterday after stream, but then we usually, Exceed and I, we clean up the next day after work. But my mum is here. Whispers she's pregnant. Me? Pregnant? Hell no. Maybe white? What?
What colour are we doing?
Luster Dust, definitely J Mood, silver. Shady silver.
And what's his name?
It is AK Star Chaser. She lives in Alaska. Okay. Molly, why'd you do this to me? So it's AK Star Chaser. So A, capital A, K. Oh, it's supposed to be lowercase, but it's okay. And then just do Star Chaser. STAR.
You think I'm a spaz? I can't spell.
Because maybe I'm pregnant because I've got the dropsies. What? Okay, so we'll make a daiquiri and raspberry. I don't do mango. Mango's too thick.
There you go. I'll pop it on the tree.
We're gonna show it. You gotta press the button that says prep. Yep. And then show it in the camera. And then you gotta rotate a little bit. And then she's put a kiss on there for you. Okay, so now you press default. Beautiful. And now you go back to and put it in the fridge. Yeah, good job. Make a streamer out of you yet. Alright. So we're gonna make only Mum and Molly brings the kisses. Premium bauble, yeah. Alright, we're gonna make
So if everyone gets one tonight, I'll kiss them all, okay?
So what I found to do is
I'm trying to find a
here, but we can. I just do this.
Oh, okay, fine.
Pull that up like that. All right. Thank you, Mum.
There you go.
Okay. So raspberries, frozen raspberries, and hey Google, how do you make a daiquiri?
Oh, I wasn't
I've
talking
got a
to
recipe
you.
called Strawberry Daiquiri from All Recipes. This recipe serves 8 and takes about 10 minutes to make.
10
Does that sound good?
Yes.
Great, let's get started. Would you like to prepare the ingredients or skip to the instructions?
Ingredients.
There are 7 ingredients. I'll read them one by one. Let me know when you're ready for the next ingredient. The first ingredient is 6 cups ice.
Yes. Okay Google, next ingredient.
The second ingredient is 1/2 cup white sugar.
Sugar. We've got the sugar. But I'm actually, instead of sugar, I'm going to put lime cordial. Okay, Google, next recipe.
Next.
I've already got the recipe you were making called Strawberry Daiquiri from All Recipes. Would
Hey.
you like to make a different recipe instead?
No, next ingredient.
125 grams frozen strawberries.
We're going to use raspberries instead. Okay, Google, next ingredient.
1/8 cup lime juice.
Lime juice.
Oh yeah, we've got lime vodka. Or we've got...
Okay, Google, next recipe.
Oh,
No, say it again.
Okay, we'll stick to what we're already making.
Yes,
When
yes.
you're ready for the next step, just say, next step.
Okay, Google, good night.
Some
Sweet
lemonade.
dreams.
Okay, so J-Mood, we're going to use... Guys, we're going to be using Mum's... This is my Mum's. She bought this. It's the Absolute Lime Vodka. Some lime cordial. Some raspberries. And a little bit of mint. And I'm going to get some luster dust and the blender. I'll be 2 seconds. Alright, Mum, take on. So, Fiona, what are you liking about Melbourne at the moment?
Oh, well the weather was good today, considering it's, Melbourne usually has 4 days in, or 4 weathers in one day.
Yeah.
So we had a nice warm day all day, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, what'd you get up to?
We went shopping and the shops weren't too busy, so that was nice.
Oh, really? That's a surprise. Every time I've been, it's been really busy.
No, well it's Friday I suppose. But it was noisy. There was heaps of, I suppose all the kids are out of school, and so there's lots of mothers with kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And probably out of that mother little kid stage, and because you guys haven't had kids yet, so I haven't got any grandies yet. So
Is that a hint?
not yet. I'm not ready to have children again for a while.
Oh yeah.
Got to have some me time now. What about Thermomix? They're good.
No, I don't have it. It's tucked away. The dust. Has to be up there.
Let me find it. You talk. You're told.
Is there a? Where's the attachment from? We haven't made cocktails in this. Sorry guys, you think I'd be organised, right?
This isn't it.
Oh, it looks like a jug. No. Here it is. Okay. Alright, do you want to get some ice and fill that with us? Okay. Also, if you have a mortar and pestle, you might want to lightly meddle the berries and a bit of mint together. It's a good idea, J-Mood. I'm going to put it in the food processor and put the... Alright, so fresh mint there. I'm going to make a mojito a little bit later as well. So this is going to be a few different cocktails, guys. So we're only going to make a small portion. Oh, yeah. Do you want a hammer? Oh my gosh. This blender's not great though. So. There we go. Some mint in there. Some lime vodka. Some lime cordial. I like a bit sweeter, but it's up to you guys. We're gonna add some lemonade in there as well. Oh, sorry. First time ever for Melbourne weather. I know. It's just so crazy. Today, oh, what was it, Wednesday when you arrived? It was 45 degrees, guys. And, huh?
37, wasn't it?
No, but in my car, or like when in the afternoon, it got up to 42, 45 degrees.
Well, it's unheard of for Melbourne.
Yeah. And
the next day is 25.
And yeah, yesterday was 25 when we went to the Yarra Valley, the wine area, and it was really nice. It was such a beautiful day. We didn't get sunburned. It was nice and cool. And then today it's been lovely as well. Metal equals muddle. I think so, Code. I think so. You should caramelize the cranberries with some brown sugar and salt. Ooh, that would be good. Huzzah, thank you very much. The Yarra is nice, it is. So this goes in here. So we want to put our...
Look, looks like Christmas.
Oh, it does.
Has to be a Christmas drink. This is our Christmas cocktail.
Alright guys, we're going to mute and we're going to do a quick Miss Molly mix.
Oh shit.
Am I muted? See?
Okay.
Alright, there we go. So we're just going to put some more ice in there. It just needs to be a bit more slushy. You know what's really good is in the, oh, there's a whole chunk of ice in here, Mum.
Oh,
break down.
okay, we'll break that one down because there's no anything.
Yeah, we need that with the, we're going to need that later. No, nice added colour to it too, yeah. So what we're also going to do is that is our cocktail so far. We're going to put some of this white luster dust. So it's like all shimmery and shiny. It's going to make maybe your poo-poo shiny. But J-Mood tells us it's the best thing ever. Novi said, I've been here for 30 seconds and I already love you, Mum. Alright, we're going to mute again, guys. It'll be 2 seconds.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
Muted? Alright, so, okay. So we're going to teach Mama Molly the Gangnam Style dance. Alright, ready? So what you do is you do this, like you're like riding, cross your hands like this, and you go like this, like that. And like, yeah, so cross your hands though. You go whoop, and you got to do it all in the hips like this. And then you go like that, like a lasso. And then whoop, 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 again, and then you do this.
What about this?
Oh my god, it's not this one, it's this one.
Oh, that's how we used to do it when we were young.
Your mum is doing the milkshake. This is great. Oh my gosh, so here's the cocktail.
So this is our Christmas cocktail, red and green.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we'll move this over. Love this. Oh, you put some mint in there, cute. Alright. So there you go. Frozen raspberry daiquiri. Cheers.
Cheers.
Only one more and it's warhead time already. So
I don't do them lollies, so
yeah.
that Mummy Molly doesn't do those
No,
lollies.
so I said that Mama Molly's gonna eat the warheads today. At least one. At least one, you have to eat one.
Never had one in my life and don't intend to start.
No, but then you've always told me I can
you
never
would
say
have
no to
to get
things. I have to try everything at least once, remember?
Yes, but they would have to get 10 subs for me to even think of doing one because I usually don't put anything in my mouth that doesn't taste good. So
Let's get cooking. Add whipped cream on top and call it Mrs. Claus less stocking.
Nice cocktail.
Alright. So do you want to pop them down there? We're going to start with making a focaccia. So we're going to do a rosemary focaccia. This can be eaten by itself like a Turkish bread, or you can have it like cut it up with dips and things like that. So first what we're going to do is go here. Alright, so we want 1 1/3 cups of warm water. So
Are you making it real? Like dough real?
yeah.
I just buy mine from the Greek man down the road.
That's what the show's all about. We just kind of go, hey guys, I bought this. Let's do stuff with it. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How old are you? Or do you want to tell them how old you are?
I was 50, turned 50 last month, so yes, 50.
And
3 beautiful children. She's my favourite daughter. I only got one daughter. Yes, had a fantastic life. Been very busy. Married at 19. Lived on a farm, brought the kids up down there, and lived there for 17 years. And then we decided we'd travel around Australia. So we did a motorhome up and went all around Australia for 2 years. And I taught the kids that we have a program in Australia, Western Australia, called SIDE, what's the School of Isolated and Distance Education. So I taught the kids while we were going around Australia for 2 years. And then when we got back, we decided we wouldn't go back to our old business, what was in agriculture down south. So we moved to Perth and we renovated houses for 3 years. So we just bought, renovated and sold, and just kept building a property portfolio. What was really successful, and the market was booming, so we did really well out of that. And then we decided that we would start a furniture and homewares business because we saw a niche in the market that wasn't being filled. And so that was all good. But after
if you tell them all now, then they won't need to tune in because they know your life story already.
Oh, so don't tell them anymore?
Molly and Mulla's mother, yes. Yes, so tell them about when you first moved to the farm, the horses and things like that.
Oh.
So she doesn't like to talk about it, but she was a very good horse rider and show jumper. And she rode horses from, when did you get your horses?
I was little, maybe, I don't know, 9 or 10, maybe started riding, and maybe even younger. So yeah, that was just a nice part of our lives. So kept us away from boys. I think that was Mum and Dad's idea until we were 16 or 17. We didn't really look at boys, so good plan.
Yeah.
Anyone who's got little girls, keep them busy riding horses.
Rather than, no, I won't say that. Okay, so what we're doing here, you can see in the small cam, is I've just got some 1.5 cups of warm water. I'm adding some yeast, and then I am added 2 teaspoons of white sugar. So the sugar is going to act as a food for the yeast to grow and build. And then what we're going to do is, AK Satos said, equestrians unite. Your mum is so cool. She is. And then what we're going to do is, you can see here, it's starting to bubble, and that means that the yeast is activated. And what we're going to do is we're going to add 3.5 cups of plain flour. So you just grab that plain flour there. And then we're going to add 3 cups. 3 cups? There's a cup.
I need a knife to do it properly.
Oh, to do it properly. See, Mum and Molly does it properly. I don't.
Thanks.
Do you want a spoon in as well?
No?
Do you know when we're doing a little trick that I found out? That there, by pushing that down and scooping it, you're adding up to 50% more flour.
Oh, a cup.
That you're actually supposed to do with the other side of the knife. See?
Wonder how I got on all those years feeding all those kids.
Yep.
and all our staff on the farm without having Molly showing me how to cook, eh?
I know. Lucky you got me now, right?
I know. Actually, I must admit, she does make some very nice dishes, and some nights we're over in Perth and she's cooking, and I just think if I could order Uber Eats, I'd just order what she makes every day.
You know what? They told me. My brother, and my mum all told me. They said we didn't realise how well you could actually cook until we watched a show. I was like, you. Nice. Yep. And then, that's really loud in there.
Oh, okay.
And now you want half a cup, so order Molly takeout. Yep. That's it. It's the next big thing. Yep.
Good.
Yep.
What next?
So, your big horse, your last horse is Pop and J, right?
Yeah.
Drum player Pop and J, and was what kind of eventing did you do on him?
Oh no, Poppy was a dressage pony.
Yeah.
So I rode him before I got into show jumping and eventing.
Oh, okay.
And then I got into show jumping and eventing, and so then I went into bigger thoroughbreds because Poppy was only 13.3 hands.
Oh, really?
He was a pony, so he was like when I was 12, 13.
Oh,
And then I went into eventing. No.
So who did you have after him?
The big grey, we called him Cyril.
Cyril. That's such a cool name for a horse. Yeah, and then.
But anyway, it got too hard on the farm because my husband's family wasn't really horsey people, so it's I had little kids coming, and so I just decided it was all too hard.
So she was doing teaching on the farm. She would get the nearby
kids
from the town, and then she would teach them how to ride. Okay, so now we want to add olive oil. So you want to add a quarter of a cup of olive oil. So focaccia is more like a pizza dough rather than a bread because you're adding the inclusion of the olive oil. What was that?
Got a little bit of flour on your face.
You're going to punch me with your elbow. Okay, quarter cup of that. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. So we're going to get our salt here. So, do you say in the kitchen, would you be a person that follows a recipe, or would you just wing it? Yeah.
Oh no, I wing everything. I don't think I've ever followed a recipe in my life. Sometimes when I cook something really, really good, I try and recreate it, because I never followed the recipe. Well, the problem was we lived on a farm, so whatever I had in the pantry was what we used. So very often you couldn't. You didn't have the ingredients you were supposed to, so most of my things I just created. Plus I'm a creative personality, so I don't really do so well following rules and regulations. So
See, I think that's where I get it from.
I like to wing everything.
And
Can I squish it with my hands like this?
yeah, that's why we got this out. What on the farm? What was your go-to? Like, what would you create? So, what would you feed the shearers and stuff?
Well, when we shore, what was once a year for about 5 weeks, we would have up to 20 staff, and so we would have to supply their morning tea, lunch, and afternoon tea every day, and we would do hot meat rolls, beef rolls. Salads, quiches.
What time of the year is it?
For us, we used to shear in September, so it was
still a bit cold.
It was just turning from winter into summer, so the weather wasn't too bad. It wasn't overly hot or cold, but there was a fair bit of competition, amongst the ladies as to who fed the shearers well and who fed them poorly. So always that was something that I didn't really get into much competition sort of stuff, but I always made sure, that they were full because they were working hard. Shearing's not an easy job, and so you always made sure their bellies were full and that they had liked what you cooked them. So, but
a lot of cake, right, for morning and afternoon tea?
yeah, so
I remember that.
Cakes and slices for morning and afternoon tea, sandwiches.
Dimu, Dimu says, is this Molly's mum? So Dimu is a big streamer. He's one of our friends. He plays games. So when you think of Chris with the beard and like big personality, that's Dimu. So my brother Belgor wants to get into streaming, so I'm going to send him Dimu's way. Because he's like pretty much exactly like Dimu, and he's got the personality like Dimu. He's very loud. So he says he's very excited to see you. And Koza says, I just got done working at a farm in North Carolina. I learned some amazing comfort food recipes. Chicken dumplings and bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers braised with barbecue stuff. Do you know what jalapeno poppers are?
No, not really.
So they're like, jalapenos, like the green chilies. Yeah. So what you do is you can either cut them in half or you cut the ends.
Yeah.
And then you fill it with cream cheese. And then you bread them, like crumb them, and then you deep fry them. They're really good.
Cool.
Oh shucks, send him on. Dimu's our favourite woodman. So Dimu works with wood. He sells wood at like some type of wood wholesaler or something. So Sid makes a joke about him being our favourite woodman. Holy shit, it's Molly's mum. Hey Crazy! Can't believe we owe you a bauble. Oh yeah, we do. Crazy, we owe you a bauble. So Crazy and Pod are our tier 3 subs.
Yeah.
So the $24.99 subs. So Crazy resubbed yesterday, so we're going to give him another bauble on the tree. So is Mum and Molly taking over the stream tonight? She is, yes. So she's going to teach me a thing or two. We're making focaccia at the moment. As when we used to live in we call it our beach house, right? Yeah. We used to sit on the balcony at night time, watching the sun go down, and in summer you're a bit hot, you don't want to really eat like a full meal, so we often would have some seafood, cheese platters, and we would have Turkish bread. There was a local Turkish man that would make the best Turkish bread. So my dad and my mum would often get it fresh. We'd heat it up, warm it up, and then put some like hummus or dip and stuff on it. It was so good. So questions from Molly's mum. What's her favourite cuisine to make? And what was the easiest thing to make for young Miss Molly? So what do you like to eat? What kind of food?
Well, now I like to eat anything that I don't cook myself, because I just love people cooking for me.
Yeah.
And I always reckon everything tastes better when someone else cooks it. So
Really?
No, when you get old you do, because you're sick of cooking. You've cooked all your life for your family.
See,
and your
I
kids.
like to. I feel, cooking from my heart. So I like to eat food that I've made. But I do. There is something special about someone cooking for you specifically.
But I love hitting the kitchen, and I can put a meal on for 20 people in, an hour from woe to go, and I love that. So where it's real casual family food, easy, not pompous, and just, where for me it's about sharing great times with everyone, having people over, and just, really community.
Yeah.
So.
And that's probably that's where I've got my ethos around the channel, is teaching people to make food and showing how accessible it is, right? And how easy food can be.
Yeah. And the thing is that good food, it doesn't take a lot of time. And
When you're kneading this, you're not supposed to wash your hands.
Oh, I just wash them and then I'll do it again. So good food is important, and especially with my little grandbabies coming along in a few years.
I'm not pregnant and not anytime soon. I just got a dog.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll show you him later. So I think it's important that everyone learns how to cook, girls and boys, and that they cook well for their family. I mean, my kids never had tin food. It takes 2 minutes to make, do some vegetables, put extra roast veggies on when you're having a roast, boil extra when you're having, when you're boiling vegetables, and then just make put some gravy and meat in it, and make a beautiful baby food. So you're filling your kids up with nutritional food, not rubbish. So that's just how we did it, and I hope my little grandbabies have the same. I'm sure there's no chance of them ever being underfed in Lauren's house.
So what was one thing that I loved as a kid? What kind of food did I like?
Oh, she loves sponge cake. So
Did I?
Didn't you love sponge cake?
Yeah, I did like sponge.
Yeah. We used to do it with cream and jam. You always liked my lasagna. You always liked my quiches. You loved ostrich, crumbed ostrich. Yeah.
So we used to be ostrich farmers on the farm after we went from, what did we originally have? We had
we always had sheep and grain,
yeah.
But then we needed to diversify because there was 3 brothers and we split the farms, and then once you split the farms...
you're gonna need that.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing, so...
You just need it, so you fold it over and then you knead it, so like this. So you bring it over and push your hand down, like that.
So what shape am I doing it?
No, so you're just going to knead it for a while. We've got to let it rest or rise.
So I haven't made this focaccias before.
Yeah. What was one food item that Molly refused to eat as a kid?
Well, she was a little shit of a kid actually. I couldn't take my eyes off her for 2 minutes. Like when she would always get up to mischief, and she's the kid that we thought that she had 9 lives at one stage, because one day she went missing and I couldn't find her, and she had followed me into the office and seen what I'd been doing, and I put some rat sat down
some
in
rat
the
poison,
office, rat poison,
and little pellets. So you put it out and then you're supposed to hide it. So the rats
I did hide it, but Dory Evans, Lauren, has to always know everything, followed me in the office, or went in the office after I'd left, and she ate the ratsat. So then I had to rush her to hospital, what was half an hour away, and they had to fill her stomach with charcoal and pump her stomach out. And then another time she got in the dishwasher and sat in the dishwasher. Then she fell over,
I don't remember getting that story, but
What about the ostriches, where you went through the ostrich paddock and nearly got killed?
My dad was fixing the fence, and we have these big paddocks, and the ostriches are huge, so you need to have these massive fences. They're about 7 foot, and my dad had positioned the ute in the corner to protect him from the big male ostrich. They call them a cock. You can pop it in there. And he had positioned the ute to protect him while he was fixing the fence, and then all of a sudden he heard this noise and this yelling and me screaming, and turns out I had got under the fence because I just saw Dad. I didn't think of anything else, and I was walking, and then all of a sudden this, what was his name? Chief?
Oh,
Chief, and he come up and he was getting all aggressive, and he kicked me, and then I tried to stand up, and then he kicked me again, and my dad that's a story, right?
Yeah, and it was Warrior. It was Warrior. And he walked away. He could have quite easily killed her. And these are, 7-8 foot high rock ostriches, huge and wild. And normally any man went in the pen, he would kill him. But he pushed her down and then he walked away from her. It was just unbelievable how he didn't kill her. So, but like I said, she was always up to something, Miss Molly.
Yeah.
And we had these motorbikes, like a 4-wheel motorbike, and you just used to see the motorbike going down the paddock, and it looked like no one was riding it. It was because she was 3 years old and she couldn't reach the pedals, so she would have to bend down, so you couldn't even see her riding it. You'd just see the motorbike going across the paddock, because she'd have to bend down to do the
pull up the gear
with her hand. And so it's no accident that she's an incredible young lady because she's always been an incredible kid. So
really kicked by a flippin' ostrich. What in the world? I had a chicken bite my hand, and that was scary enough. Didn't know ostriches were that big. They're huge.
Yeah.
So they've got big long legs, and they're probably about here, and they've got the body, and then they've got big long necks as well. So they're 6 to 7
And
foot.
this particular bird we imported from South Africa. So he was a very big bird.
That's a good golly, Miss Molly. Molly is a demon child. What? So bringing back to the question, what kind of food didn't I eat? Like, what was I refusing to eat? Other than Brussels sprouts. Tuna mornay.
Yeah, no, didn't like tuna at all. Yeah, I don't know. None of you were really that fussy.
I remember we weren't really allowed to leave the table unless...
No, you had to eat your dinner and you weren't allowed to have sweets until you ate your dinner. But none of you really gave me too much hassle, so...
But keep the questions coming, guys. This is a lot of fun. So we're going to put this aside. This is the focaccia dough. And then, so that is yeast, sugar, plain flour, water, some salt. I said oil, rosemary in there. And we've kneaded it and we're just going to let it rise, okay?
We're going to use this again?
Yep. So what we're going to do now is we'll make your quiches. So we're going to make Mumma Molly's quiches. She usually makes big quiches, but when we were kids for parties and things like that, she would do small quiches. Damn Molly, I thought I was the craziest Aussie I know. So yes, guys, we are doing, it's a Mumma Molly stream, but it's also a cocktails and canapes stream because hitting our third lot of 25 subs, we are doing our sub goal, which is cocktails and canapes. So we've made our raspberry daiquiri, and now we're getting stuck into the focaccia is done, and that will rise. Then we're going to go into our quiches. I'm going to make some caramelized onion tarts as well. So this is shake it off.
What is that one
So
for?
that's bits. So Pode cheered 1,000 bits.
So what is 1,000 bits?
1,000 bits is $10.
Oh.
$10 US.
So you donate $10.
So it's like donating, but it's like Twitch's currency.
Oh.
So it's like Monopoly money kind of thing.
Like Bitcoin sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd like more Bitcoin. 1,000 Bitcoin. No, but it's like, so it's like you've got.
So you can spend it.
Yeah. So it's like I think it's one US dollar is 100 bits. So then it's worth more and you can use more of it around and share it around. So it's really fun.
Okay, cool.
Oh my gosh. Pode cheer, his cheer unlocked 3 gifts. No, gifts for 3 others. Christmas cheers are crazy. What? Yeah, so guys, you can cheer 250 plus unlocks gifts for others in chat. That's really cool. Look at all those. So these are emotes. So they're like little icons that like mean things. So like you can have, a gingerbread house things for Christmas, or like we have the symbol, MMM, like delicious, but it's also Miss Molly makes, and they just symbolize something. Like you can have, say someone, have you heard of the, if someone's getting salty, like someone's
Like
getting
getting
grumpy.
pissed off.
Yeah. So then they have like a little salt emote.
Okay.
So you're getting salty, so it looks like a little salt shaker. So it's all different things.
Someone did say that to me once, but not that I ever get in a bad mood.
You never get salty. Never,
No,
Mum,
no.
never. Razor Blade Kisses has a little gingerbread house. That's pretty cute. How you doing? Thanks for supporting her. Yes, thank you very much, Pode. Very, very kind of you. And now unlocking these gifts. I don't know how you unlock them, or I don't know how you use them, but we'll... Mumma Molly gets salty? Never. She's always happy. That's why I'm happy too. I don't think I've ever seen Mumma Molly in a bad mood, Exceed said. He's never seen you in a bad mood.
See, and he's my future son-in-law, so if anyone's got anything nasty to say, that could be potentially your future son-in-law.
Potentially?
No, but you're not married yet, that's what I mean. So
There's always time, hey?
didn't mean it like
Yeah,
that.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Kiss ass, Exceed. So Exceed said...
And did you know I used to be his boss, so That's how they met. Oh my God, I should tell you about that story, people. The day that Miss Molly came to the office.
Oh.
Okay, maybe we should do some cooking.
Said fuck this, I'm out. Molly, have you ever made Mama Molly particularly mad? What? Yeah, I was a bit of a bitch as a teenager. Sometimes still can be. We are very similar in quite a few ways, and we don't like to. We're sometimes a bit passive aggressive with each other, so it can. You want someone to tell you the truth, but you don't want to hear the truth sometimes, or you don't know how to say it. Like yesterday, or when she arrived, I said to her, "Does this look okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, if you like it." And I was like, "What do you mean? Just tell me the truth." And she's like, "Nope, because every time I tell you the truth, you don't like it, or I get in trouble. I'm always wrong." And so we're growing, we're getting better, aren't we?
Well, I don't know. I just asked her, how would she like me to answer it? So
I was a bit of a bitch, and Mama Molly slightly nods her head.
But I sorted her out because when she was a real cow at 16, I sent her to boarding school, so I only had to see her 4 times a year on holidays.
She says that, but she dropped me off and she cried all the way home.
Yes.
And she had to pull over on the freeway.
I didn't even get home. I'd only get around the corner and I'd be crying so much that I couldn't even drive. Actually, I didn't really drop her off at boarding school. She used to come home every weekend because we lived an hour away from school, so
okay.
She would just come for weekends.
Alright, so Crazy Aussie's just redeemed Double or Nothing, and I think you should do it. So what you have to do is you're going to stand here on the line, toe the line, and you've got 3 shots of hitting this goal.
Do I hit it or do I have to get it in?
You have to get it in. So you have 3 shots.
Yeah.
And if any of them get in, then Mama Molly wins and Crazy Aussie loses his Molly dollars. But if you get none of them in, then he wins 500 Molly dollars. Okay.
Well, I better warm up.
And she's had 1 drink.
Okay. I wasn't netball when I was younger.
Okay, but can I give you some advice?
Yes.
You just need to lob it and go into it. Like you can't just
use the backboard.
It doesn't work. Okay, so you just gotta do it the lightest ever. No, you can't lean forward.
Of course you can, as long as you don't go over the line.
Don't know. Alright, ready?
Your feet draw the line. That was the rules when you were kids. I know the rules. I made them.
Okay, because she was that age. Alright, go.
Okay. Champion girl! Come on, put your bets on. Let's do it again. See if I get it again.
Wait for them to... Let's see if they redeem some more Molly. So guys, if you want to use your Molly dollars and you want to see Mama Molly do that again, guys, can one of my mods bring up Molly dollars, please? Your mum is funny as fuck. Poked that I'm scared. Hi Molly and Mama Molly. So Mother of Dragons lives in Tasmania. So she is so lovely. She says it's very cold down there, but she doesn't want to leave. I'm convinced to let Exceed shoot. Exceed won't come on stream. The girls were talking about you. About who? Alright. So, okay. What are we going to do? So you're going to lead the way with this quiche, okay?
Okay.
So you're going to tell us what you're going to have in it. You're going to need a chopping board.
Alright. Well, first I prepare my trays. And I am not like the girl who does it earlier. So if you've got spray, it's always a good idea to spray. But if you haven't got spray, I'll show you what I do. Because sometimes...
That's a lot of spray.
Yes, I know, but the more spray you use, the less washing up you have afterwards. So I know a trick there or 2. So give it a good spray up like that. If you don't have spray, just a brush and
Crazy.
just some...
Hold on, Crazy wants you to do the shoot again.
Why?
He's redeemed more Molly dollars for you to shoot.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it twice.
Well, Mum, it's come down to you. It's the family legacy that you have to... butter in that one.
So I just was showing people if they don't have spray, they can use butter. So, but you know, probably spray is better. But anyway,
Top tier spray.
Okay.
That's a good spray if I ever saw a good spray, they said.
What is it? Coals.
Canola oil.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is silicone, so this won't stick.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh well,
That's
won't
what I
now,
got.
especially now that I sprayed it. So.
Oh, now you got 2 lots of double or nothing. So,
So do I get another 3 chances for each
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. Righty ho. Do I have to do warm up again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Oh shit! That wasn't a very good one. That was a practice.
Okay. No, you can't.
Okay. I better do this sensible.
Amazing, Mikey's gonna do 6. So that's, you got 1 more for Crazy Aussie.
Okay, let's go, Yona.
Oh, so Crazy Aussie, you just win $500 Molly dollars. Alright, now this is for Pode. You got 3 shots. She went from being LeBron to Zaza Pachulia.
I think that's like,
So you went from being like LeBron, who's the best, to down to this guy.
it's like today's news, tomorrow's fish wrapping.
Yep.
Oh shit. Come on, Yona. Oh shit! That's even getting worse. Better not have any more cocktails.
She's gonna have a look.
Okay. Right. Maybe I should put my glasses on. Maybe that will help me. Where are they? Yeah, that'll help me.
Yona!
Ready?
Yep.
Oh.
So that's Pode. Pode, you get $500 Molly dollars, and now you have to do it for Mikey as well. Amazing Mikey.
What?
Okay, so you got 3 shots now.
Okay. Right.
Is that it? Exceed? Is it just the 3?
Sorry, I'm wasting all your dollars, aren't I?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all in the wrist. I promise you, it's just this one.
Do you get it?
1 or 2.
Oh,
So
Fiona.
just this one. Just do that with your elbow, like flick of a wrist, like that.
Oh.
See, I told you it's really hard. You're overestimating. You just gotta do the flick, like a little toe one.
Why don't you do it? You want to do
No,
the last one?
no, you're good. You're doing good.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I won't try and I'll get it.
All right, Mikey, $500 Molly dollars coming your way as well.
Sorry, people. Oh, I suppose you're happy I'm a shit shooter.
All right, so keep going up. So you prepared your tin.
Cool. So I've got my tin.
So the reason that she's spraying it with oil or she's using the butter is so that it doesn't stick.
Okay.
She swears like her daughter. I don't swear. Oh my god, you're gonna do 3, another 3.
I better do that before I have any more cocktail.
Because I'm nearly done mine, so I'm gonna make another one in a minute.
Wow. Okay.
I'll do that if you shoot.
So this is puff pastry. Like, you get that out, and we need probably 3 sheets, I reckon.
Yep.
Right. Where's my ball?
I need her to nail the shot, then hit the hardest dab of 2017. Nail the shot. Okay.
Huh?
So, all right. You're gonna get it in, and then I'm gonna teach you how to dab. Do you move? No. See, Molly will. Okay, you gotta name a price. What will you dab for?
What's dab
A
mean?
dab is like this, but you can't do it. Like you've got to name your price. Name a
What
price.
is it? I don't even
It's
know
just
what
like
it
a funny thing that people do, but you've got to do it for
is.
something.
Do I get paid or
You can
tell
get
me
paid.
how it works?
You can get paid, or you can get the stream paid.
I'll get you paid.
Okay, well, name a price. It can't be something ridiculous, but what will you feel dab?
$20.
Okay. You hear it first. People, $20 for Mama Molly will learn how to dab.
Is it hard? Shall I put my price up?
Just do your shots. Just do your shots.
Okay, let's go.
Exceed just said, I didn't realise Mama Molly was just going to be a free Molly Dollar factory.
Sorry, Troy. I'll have to stay and clean your house for a week to give you Molly Dollars back.
I'm happy with that. Then you can have Christmas with us.
No, I can't. I've got everyone else coming to my house.
Huh, less important.
Oh.
I'm just joking, Alright, go.
Oh!
Dimmu!
Don't anyone else do that thing, because I don't want to give Lauren's dollars away anymore. So let's not do that one. I can do something else where I'm not costing her money.
The dab better have a deep squad and cringe music, and she better throw the hell out of that back with that dab.
No.
Maybe you change the shots.
I don't do exercise. You don't get to look
Okay,
like me and
alright.
exercise. So I just put my price up.
Okay, so instead of shots, you'll do an actual shot.
Oh my
But-
God, Loz.
So we'll say every $10, $5 or $10, you'll do a shot.
No, I'd be off my tree. No, that's not good.
It's good. Mum, we're here. It's you and I together. It's Christmas. We're
Yes, but
celebrating.
that's not good. You know what happens when I have too much to drink? I get rude and naughty and loud and...
That's what the people love.
Grandma might be watching.
We got
She'll
a whole-
be so not embarrassed.
We got all this
having
alcohol, guys.
Naughty daughters.
Do what I do and drink it like a boss. We're gonna have a drunk Mama Molly.
No, my mum will be disgusted.
We aren't complaining. No one's complaining. She gets naughty. What the hell? Where the hell is my wallet? Oh, this is good.
Oh my.
We're
You
gonna-
know what? My partner always says to me when I have too much to drink. Not that I do it very often, but just he's laughing in there. Because that up north where they come from, it's very, very hot, so you have to keep hydrated. So they tend to have a few alcohol drinks at night time. And sometimes I only need 2. If I have 2, I'm pretty sensible. If I have 3, I'm a bit gaga and I get a bit naughty. And he always says to me that I have to use my inside voice because he thinks I get too loud. Especially when we in a restaurant or something like that. So he always just touches me and he just says, inside voice, inside voice.
I'm about to have a mortgage on my house with these shots. Jimmy's getting drunk.
No. Okay, I need something to cut the pastry with.
Like the middle.
Yeah.
You want a wine glass?
Yeah, like that's what we used to use. We couldn't really afford the proper cutter things on the farm, so we just used to use a glass.
Right then. That would be good.
Oh, might be a touch too big, I reckon. Let me see. Oh God, I'm so bloody blind these days. 2.
I'm from
No,
up north,
no,
and
bit
though
tough.
I have gotten plastered, I've never been hungover. Wow, Jane Reed, how old are you? Never had a hangover.
Wow.
That's all. Like I just have one drink now, and I wake up with a headache. On the Stellas, yep. Exceeds drinking Stella Artois. Are they not too big?
No. Okay, that's perfect. So I just use a cup to cut out my pastry. And when the kids were little, they used to love, I'd put the oven on,
Yeah.
and they would love, I'd just cook the pastry, the leftover bits of
Yeah.
pastry.
So I thought that, have any of you heard of matchsticks? It's like pastry, and then it's, well, the French term is millefeuille, 1,000 leaves, and it's like puff pastry, and then you've got jam and cream. I thought as a kid we used to call them matchsticks, and I used to think my mum invented them, but I was just a,
I probably told you I did.
yeah, it's just the poor child. So, are they not too small?
No, but you can stretch them out a bit as you put them in.
I think they're a bit small. I think you need them bigger. They need to come up to the edges because you're going to have filling in there.
Yeah. Well,
Leave them for my tarts and you make bigger ones.
okay. So I'm going to need something bigger than that, smaller than the other one.
I think the other one's perfect.
It didn't fit in the thing. 3 across didn't fit.
Well, maybe just do 2 across.
No, that's too. Let's see. Oh, on here.
Alright. I remember Mum using bread for her baby quiches. Oh.
Yeah, we used to do that too.
Bread?
No, you know, you used to put them in, lay them in like that, and the edges would stick out. We used to do bacon and eggs on those. See, this is no too good. Too big.
No, I think it's perfect because Exie changed the can. Look, 'cause this is what you want. You want it to be big enough to fit. See, that's still too small in my opinion. It needs to be bigger.
No.
I would fit 2.
But then that's just wasting. I always got 3 out of mine. I'll go like this, and then I'll use the bits for the edges.
Okay.
I don't like wasting.
Bacon and eggs, I would kill for that. So we're doing bacon, egg, and onion quiche, and then I'm also going to do a caramelized onion tart. So we're going to get onions, we're going to caramelize them, slow cook them in some brown sugar with some balsamic dressing or balsamic vinegar, and then we're going to add some goat's cheese at the end. So will you par cook these first?
With little quiches I don't. If I was doing big quiches, I definitely do.
Yeah.
But little ones usually, because your oven's fairly warm and you cook them quickly, they're usually okay.
Alright.
And if you par cook these, they would puff up too much and you wouldn't get much filling in anyway.
Yeah. So J-Mood wants to know, have you ever heard of an air fryer?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never had one, but I've seen them advertised on TV.
Okay. And so J-Mood is in love with it. He thinks it's like, they were telling me about cooking chicken and everything in it.
Low calorie, I think, because you don't use oil or anything.
We use a tiny bit of oil, I think.
Yeah.
What else? My wife's, Pode's wife's a veggie, but that's why he said bacon and eggs. I'd kill for that. You could never be vegetarian, could you?
No.
Rainbow Queen, all cocktails and Mama Molly sounds like a real treat. Alright, so you ready to move on to your next cocktail? Get a drink up.
Molly.
See, this is where my name came from, guys, because that's what she actually calls me.
She's always been my Molly girl. She used to always want me to sing.
You guys honestly look like sisters. I don't know if that for me, that's...
Considering your mother's 50 years old.
Dimu says, so what's the craziest thing that Mama Molly has ever done? Like, I'm looking for a killer story, like doing lines of coke or something.
Excuse me, I've got a very well-behaved daughter. If she'd do naughty things like that.
No, he said you!
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm a good girl. I'm pretty good.
Would you say that you ever gone skinny dipping?
Of course I've been skinny dipping. For normal people I'm probably out there, but for out there people I'm probably normal.
Yeah.
So yeah, skinny dipping. You know when we used to play these games when we were young, and we used to play strip jack poker, and if you lost the hand, you'd have to take a piece of clothes off. And so we'd play that game. We were single then and pretty sexy and skinny bodies, no fat. So that was okay to do in those days. These days I'm sure the boys would pay us to keep our clothes on. So probably no volunteers wanting to play that game now. But and so then we added a bit more variety to that one night. And if you lost the hand, you had to, when you got down to having no clothes on after you took a piece off each time, you had to run outside around the letterbox and run back inside. And so that was a good game.
Dimu, I warned you. He said he wouldn't want to hear this, but...
Well,
one time my mum dressed up as a nun and went to the Federal on a topless barmaid night. Whoa, J-Mood. So his mum dressed up. So she went to a bar where there was topless waitresses.
yeah.
And she was dressed up as a nun in front of the ladies. Was she trying to make them feel bad? Oh, your mum, she goes, no, I said to Jesse said to us that we look like sisters. And she goes, no, that your mum looks so good. She does not look 50 on camera. Jesse, you can stay.
I think I look pretty good for 50. I mean, there's a lot of older girls. I see a lot of old wrinkly ones around that are a lot wrinklier than me. So I don't think I'm too bad. I have got an extra bit of padding what sort of fills out the skin a bit, so you don't see my wrinkles.
Oh, the naked dash around the block. Oh my gosh. Link Nightblade, how you doing? What did I just walk into? Mama Molly and Molly. Yes. How you doing, Link? So Link is one of our mods. He's from Manitoba in Canada.
Oh, cool. I'm going to go to Canada next year. I'm going to...
When?
Yes, I just talking to my friend Monique, and she was just showing me photos yesterday. She lives in...
You rock that.
I think it's Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yes. She was just showing me photos. So she is a coach over there.
And business coach?
She has this amazing program called Your Sacred Gifts, and it's finding out what your life purpose is. And I really love her work, so we might even end up doing something together. It hasn't been released, or it hasn't really got any coaches in Australia at this stage, so might be something that I look at doing. But I really like her stuff, and she's in Canada, so I thought that is definitely on our 2018 radar.
Yep, definitely.
So
alright, so you drink that drink and I'll make you another one.
oh goodness. Okay. Right, where am I? Where's my drink? Oh, did you tip it in?
Yeah, you put it in that. It's a bit easier to drink for you. So you can drink it faster. So we're going to make a mojito. So...
I think Miss Molly's got a plan here. Might not be in my best interest, I don't think.
Smell that spiced rum.
Mm.
This is Captain Morgan spiced rum. We're going to have it with some soda water or tonic water, some sugar. I'm going to use some brown sugar, and then also a bit of lime juice and some mint as well.
Did you put the rest of the
J-Mood. Okay, serious question. Have you ever forgotten to pick up Molly from somewhere, being school or extracurricular?
No, we were a bit blessed because the kids we lived on a farm, so they had to go to school.
No, what? That was until
from.
I was 7. I've
Yeah.
been alive for 25 years.
Oh, well,
So-
I don't really have to take you to work now, do I? But, so she used to go on a school bus, and then I taught her for 2 years while we travelled, and then we were just around the corner from school. So, and she had 2 big brothers by that age, so not really. I was a pretty good mum. And I was travelling a lot as they got older, because I was a businesswoman, and so we actually had beautiful nannies. So for 5 years, the kids had a nanny who used to live with us.
But they came from, what it was is like a cultural exchange. So we had 2 from Denmark, and then...
Belinda from Perth, or Albany. We had her for 2 years, and then we had who else did we have? Hannah
and yeah,
Siggy from Iceland, Hannah from Denmark, and we had Rebecca from New Zealand. So they got a little bit of cultural diversity, found out about living in different countries, and I think that's why all my kids are fairly independent and very much well travelled, confident, ambitious, and...
Oh, Mum, you didn't even say anything nice about myself. You were going to say it all for me.
Yeah, well, you're pretty special, Molly.
Oh.
Goodness, I think every mum would be proud to have a daughter like you.
Oh. So, while we're on this topic, what do you think of me streaming? What were your first, when I told you that I was starting a cooking show, or I was starting to stream, what were your initial thoughts?
Well, honestly, I didn't know. I'd never heard of Twitch, and I didn't know what the heck that was.
Yep.
And I must warn you that I don't think really highly of computer
Computers in general.
Computer games, like I don't really get how people can sit there and play computer games for hours on end. I don't really get that. So I'll put that away in a minute. I call it shitbox. So my big boy Christopher, he's Belgore. He plays computer games, and I
can hear the disdain in her voice.
I just think it's a waste of life, and that we could be doing other
But
things.
she admits she's from a very older, an older ideology.
Yes, so I don't really get it, but I get it that everyone else gets it, so that's their thing. So, as far as this, I was absolutely blown away last night because I watch her, but I'm usually in Perth, and so seeing it from Perth and seeing it last night, I was just so proud last night. I wanted to give her a big kiss and cuddle because she does such an amazing job. Like, I mean, this isn't me. I don't really like doing stuff in front of the camera, but she just is amazing. And the fact that she gets up and goes to work and works from 8 o'clock till she didn't get home till 6:30, quickly gets ready and has the stream ready at 7:30 to go live, and then she doesn't finish until 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and then the dishes and everything. And I just thought, oh my God, she's working so hard and exceeding there as well. Like, it's a real team effort. And I didn't appreciate what they put into it until I saw it live last night. And I know Cody and Kelly had been over and they had told me, what a great job they're doing. But to actually see it live, I just was so proud of her. And think that she's doing very, very good. So.
Oh my God! No, just you gotta do this when you hear this song. You gotta go, shake it off. Yep. And so he cheered 2,000 bits. Holy crap.
Does that make up for my really bad shooting?
Yeah. Thank you, Dimmu, for those bits. 250 bits from Dimmu.
Oh, you're feeling sorry for me because I mucked up all the bad shooting.
Alright, so we're making a really quick mojito.
Okay, but I'm still doing quiches.
Yeah, so I'm just teaching them while
you do that.
We need a second
over
camera when we've got a guest. Alright.
Lucky we don't come visit very often.
Oh, that's not, I wouldn't say that. So we've got some brown sugar in here, and we've added some lemon juice, or lime juice, some mint, and also some rum.
Whoa, don't make too much alcohol in there.
You're making me crazy. We're gonna add some lemonade. I gotta run, it's time to sleep. Have a wonderful night. Dimmu, thank you so much for popping by. It's always lovely to see you. Say goodbye to Dimmu.
Bye, Dimmu. Thank you for supporting my Molly girl. I appreciate it.
Bless. Finished my Christmas shopping this morning and I'm back off home to England tomorrow. Oh, Jessie.
It'll be cold winter over there.
Yes.
I've never seen a white Christmas. Actually, I've never even seen snow. So that's another one on my bucket list before I die. Thing to do before I die.
In Threadboat that we...
Yeah, we saw ice on the hills, but it wasn't actually
It's all dried up, yeah.
So that's another one that I was telling my friend in Canada that
Well, Jessie's saying that she doesn't want any more snow.
I had never seen snow before. It's so cool, isn't it? Like, the world's such a small place these days with internet and, global business. We can be here and talking to people all around the world, and it was only a few years ago that it was expensive, and the other side of the world literally was the other side of the world, and took days to get there. And
there you go, try that.
Okay.
So this is our mojito, guys. So brown sugar, some lemon juice. We've done some mint in there, some spiced rum. And then also added some lemonade.
Okay, good to go here, Molly. We're looking good.
I would trade that any day. Jessie wants to come to.
Where does he want to come to?
Jessie,
Australia.
she.
Yeah. Where does she want to come?
She's having issues at the moment because it's so snowy.
Oh,
Finnan, how you doing? Welcome back. This is Mama Molly. She's showing us how to make some mini quiches.
do you want to pop them in the freezer
Mm-hmm.
and the bin? Okay, now, right, so we're going to do...
See, Link is in Manitoba in Canada. He said, snow can stick it where the sun don't shine. Don't get real... you get real tired of it real quick once you have to shovel 2 feet off the driveway every few days.
Wow. Wow, this is very nice, people. It's very nice.
It's got a lot of alcohol.
Oh, it has got a lot of alcohol, so I better cook quickly or I might be gaga. So, now my quiches are really whatever you've got in the fridge. You can use leftovers as well as, so what I'll do is just make basically a base of tomato, onion, bacon, and then you can look in the fridge and see what you've got left and you put everything else in. So you could do roast veggies, potato, tuna, anything else. So just start with the base and put some eggs in. Eggs in anything binds it. So you really got a free range here to go through your fridge and use all your leftovers.
Alright, so what are you going to put in tonight?
Tonight we're putting bacon, onions, I might just do a tomato, couple of potatoes, cheese, and I reckon we'll be good to go.
Okay.
I'm trying not to overcook because when I do things I go overboard because then I freeze them and I've got a freezer full. So I know that's not what we probably want to do tonight. I'm not a chef, remember, so I don't do any fancy things. I just do everything very practically. I don't want too much fat left on the bacon, but because we're frying down, I just take off all the hard rind bit like that and chuck that out. That's all looks good.
The dogs could eat this, couldn't they?
No, probably not. That's all the hard bit. So just dice that up.
Scully says, hello Mama Molly.
Hello.
Oh, hello Molly, he says. Scully, this is my mum. Everybody in chat, this is my mum, Fiona.
Hello, everybody.
She's coming, she's come from interstate. She's come from WA, Western Australia. Spending a few days with us. We're very, very grateful to have her here. She flew all this way and it was quite expensive to spend some days before Christmas. And she's doing Christmas at her house this year, and I'm pretty sad that we'll miss it, but we're gonna do our own thing this year.
We bought all Molly's presents over, so we'll have Molly Christmas before we go.
I did the same thing. I can't cook appropriate portions. Comes from working in restaurants. Link, I'm the same, and it's taken me 8 months to bring my portion sizes down and work to smaller amounts for just Exceed and I, because we really always. I used to make too much food. So see, Mama Molly's cooking onions, cutting some onions, see if she can do it better than I can, because I always cry.
I think she's such a pussy. Gets her bloody glasses on. I nearly cracked up the first time I saw it. I've never seen anyone have to wear glasses to peel onions.
You wait. This room isn't really ventilated.
It'll be fine, Molly.
This is a really good drink.
I know, it's very nice.
Might have to make another one. So the focaccia is nearly done. So while you do that, I'm just going to show them
Good.
what we're going to
Want
do.
me to move somewhere?
Nope, I'll do it over the stove here.
Okay.
So our oven is preheated. We've got a tray here. We're going to use this tray. And this is our focaccia dough. So what we're going to do is get some baking paper. Oh, wrong one. Peeling onions and cutting them doesn't make me cry. It's the cooking stage that always gets me. Oh.
No, I'm good as gold. I might be tough, old bag.
You animated better than I did. It's been 3 years since I worked in the food industry, and and I still make obscene portions.
My partner reckons I'm the worst shopper in the world. He gives me a list. I've never ever shopped with a list in my whole life, and he gives me a list when I go down the shop, and I'm only supposed to buy what. You have to do that dancing again, and I'm only supposed to buy what's on the list, but I always buy every single thing on the list, but I also buy probably another $100 worth just in case I run out.
This is Betsy. Thank you for those 400 bits, Betsy. Thank you so much. Oh my god, see, my eyes are dying. Are your eyes not sore? God, maybe I'm just a wuss. So Betsy said, oh, it's Miss Molly's mum.
Hello, Betsy.
Hello, Miss Molly's mum. See, I was the same, and that's why I'm not allowed to go grocery shopping anymore, because I go, oh, the worst thing is going grocery shopping when
And you
you're
see
hungry.
it's on special.
Or
Oh no,
yeah.
I see it's on special, and then I think I better just buy one. I
Open
don't know
Gangnam
if I've
Style.
got one already in the fridge.
Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style.
Betsy, 5 months in a row. Thank you for that resub. My eyes are dying. Thank you so much, my love. Oh gosh.
That's so cool, Betsy. Thank you for supporting my Lozzie. I really appreciate it. She works so hard at this. I'm so proud of her.
Oh.
So thank you everyone who supports Miss Molly. Makes her mummy very happy.
Alright.
Righty-ho.
So we'll go back to the stove. Link said if I don't have a list, I'm likely to clean out my bank account. I worked in a French coffee shop through high school on the weekend. Portions was always drilled into me. Yes, especially when you're serving food and things like that. Definitely portions. Lost Pod Files. This isn't Mama Molly. It's Sister Molly, and that's Warhead time.
No,
Yeah.
I don't do warheads.
Oh, no, we'll do one together.
I watched you last night. They haven't done that thing that you'd had to do it last night anyway.
What do you mean? I did 3 last night.
Yeah, but you didn't get sponsor things tonight, did you?
Yeah.
Where? They didn't come up on the screen, did they?
Yeah, that was the what that's the dance I showed you. So we've already got 3, I think. 2 or 3? 2.
Oh no, I said 10 before I'm doing one of them
So
lollies.
you've got 1 and I've got 1.
No,
One each.
that's not a...
You can
no.
spit it out. You can spit it out. Just do it once. Mate,
I told you 10.
mate, just put it in your mouth. Just put it in your mouth. Mum,
I told you I only put things
This
in
is
my
my
mouth
show.
that taste good.
this is my show. Just 1. Go.
Lauren, that's not nice.
It is. It's fun. Just go. Open your mouth. You gotta keep it in there to go sweet. Just a bit. Come on.
I want to.
Ready?
I want
Go.
to.
Just go. Put it in your mouth. Put
I'll
it.
hold it.
Just put it. No, you can't. Hold it. Put it in your mouth. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Can I swallow it?
No, it's the worst thing you can do.
Why?
You want to just suck it until it goes sweet. It's only like 10 seconds.
You
Ready?
sure?
Yep. Go.
Oh my god. That is so gross. I now know something that tastes worse than that other thing. That is worse. That is so gross.
I can't say that, stupid.
Why? I always said...
Mum, stop.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
I always said if that tasted like chocolate, I'd eat it all day, but it doesn't.
Shut it down, Troy. Shut it down, Exceed. Oh god, I'm like, I've got tears in
I'm
my eyes.
talking about the warheads. If they tasted like chocolate, I'd eat them all day long.
Good save, Mup. Good save.
That's horrible.
Matching expressions. Hers was much worse than mine.
Don't do that anyone else.
Eat warheads.
I'm making a new rule. You have to do 10 subs before we have to do that again.
Oh god, I got the. Oh, my eyes are watering.
That's gross.
Oh. Right, diddly-do. Okay. Actually, can you just quickly, hold on. Can you scroll down on the focaccia recipe? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright, we're gonna finish this focaccia. So we want a little bit of olive oil on top. We're gonna...
I think we'll have to get Exceed in here to tomorrow and sharpen these knives, or I might have to get Paulie to do them for you while you're at work.
Oh, that'll be good. I'm not at work tomorrow though.
Oh, okay, so we
I got the next 4 days off. I got Tuesday off, by the way.
Oh,
It
cool.
looks like I've got Tuesday off, so someone at work was kind enough.
Oh, cool.
So what you're going to do is put some olive oil and then put your fingers in it like this and spread it out. So this is our focaccia. So this is very similar to a pizza dough. And we're going to serve this with our cheese board, okay guys? So we're doing a cocktails and canapes stream with Mama Molly. And we're celebrating hitting our sub goal, our third lot of, I think it's our third sub goal. Third lot of 25 subs. And our next one will be 50 subs. And we're going to be doing we're already 13 out of 50. We're doing a hot wings challenge. Okay, so then last but not least, what we're going to do is on top of there, we're going to sprinkle some, let me find my salt and pepper. Mum cleaned my kitchen today, now she's moved everything.
I did, and I don't even know where I put it, I think.
Pepper? My pepper grinder, the automatic one.
Somewhere.
Oh, there it is. So, bit of pepper, and then last but not least, a little bit of salt. And then we're going to put it in the oven. So we want it at 200 degrees Celsius, so a nice hot oven. There we go. All right. Even if it's Stanley kind of camo, I would love an Exceed camo. Oh yeah, everybody would.
What's that?
Like, you know when you heard of like a camo in a movie where someone just comes on like real quick into a TV show or a movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I said camo. He wrote camo. It's cameo, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, see, Exceed's a secret man. I don't think you're ever going to see him on stage.
Alright, so we've changed to the prep cam so we can see what Mama Molly's up to. So she's chopping up some garlic, some bacon, some onion, some potato and some tomato. And you're just going to transfer that into your frappe?
Yeah, but I just want to do some cheese as well. So this is real easy sort of quiche, and you can use any leftovers if you've got other leftovers to put in here. And I cheat a little bit because I actually fry it all up, what gets everything pretty par soft, and then I just put them into the dishes with the egg mix and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So this is a little bit.
Alright.
Do you want to fry over there?
So because I've only got the tiniest portion of this, and you've got your drink there, we've already got this much tequila, you're going to have a bit of a shot.
Oh, my friend Bambi, she's right into tequila shots. We got messy one night, very messy. When we went to a Mexican place and we were
Alright,
and we were sculling tequila.
you ready?
You have to do lipstick suck. I taught everyone in Bali this the other day.
Really?
Yeah. So the Bali people, and well, there was 14 international business people from around the world. So it was an investors retreat, and
She's teaching all the investors. Good.
And we were all, business people. So a lot of them hadn't heard of lip, sip, suck.
Lick, sip, suck.
Yeah. Well, we were drunk, so we changed the name of it.
Guys, see, everyone thinks of me as such a lovely person, lovely lady. I'm really well kept. I'm just really well spoken. And then you come in and tell them how drunk you get.
Only occasionally. I'm still a very nice lady the rest of the time.
Right. So tell them what you do.
So you have to lip, No,
Lick.
Sit.
So first what you do is you lick your hand.
That's right.
Lick your head.
Yeah.
And then you put some salt on your hand. Salt on your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so first what you do is you lick the salt.
Yeah, that's right. Scull the tequila and then
Suck
bite
the-
the lemon. We had to improvise because we were in the pool and it was 2 o'clock in the morning in Bali, so we had to change the rules a little bit. But
Okay, you ready?
okay, ready?
Set.
1, 2, 3. Yucky. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Good job. 2 a.m. in Bali, yes. Tequila shots from Molly's mum. Let's go, yeah.
Okay, so this is good. You want to go and fry that?
Yep.
And I'll beat up some eggs. And then grate some cheese.
Grating cheese is not my forte, so you can...
It's one of those horrible jobs that no one loves, but
Alright, so you want to press stove on there for me?
stove.
Yep.
Good.
Good job.
Okay.
So we're going to put the bacon and the garlic in first. Oh, we can do it all. We'll do it all.
Oh yeah, pretty much all can go in. The potato has to make sure that it's cooked.
Yeah, so before you beat, you've got to
Cut the noise off.
yeah, you've got to press the mute button, okay?
Yeah.
But you've got to tell everyone that you're doing
Yeah.
it. So in here, guys, we have some potato, bacon, garlic, and tomato. We're just putting a little bit of oil in there.
But you can do anything. You can do leftover chicken, whatever you got. It's really such a versatile.
I really like it with potato, but I don't like when she does it with tuna.
I put tuna. I used to sneak it in until they worked it out. Cody, our middle one, he really hates tuna, so I could never get it past
He
him.
hates everything.
Yeah, he's a bit fussy.
So Cody is my brother that you guys saw on stream a few months ago. 2 months ago now. So tell everybody what you would usually do for around Christmas time. What our traditionally, remember on the farm what we used to have for Christmas Eve, or Christmas morning with
Okay.
the cooks.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing this year because I just did my menu for this year. So this year we are having on Christmas Eve, Cody and Kelly are coming over and Christopher, so they're our other 2 kids, and they're going to come over, and Kelly comes from Colombia, so we're having Christmas Eve. We're having a roast dinner, and so we're going to have a traditional Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve, and we're going to open our presents because that's what Kelly's tradition is. So that'll be nice. And then they're all sleeping at our place. So we'll probably have a swim if it's hot and some cocktails and just a nice family night. And we'll ring Molly and talk to Miss
Video
Molly.
chat, yeah.
And then we get up on Christmas morning, we have breakfast together. And then we've got all the rest of my family arriving. So my mum and dad and my sister and my other sister and her family, so all of us will be together for Christmas lunch. And so for Christmas lunch we're having a roast pork, we're having a roast turkey, we're having a big leg of ham, we're having 3 different salads, we're having roast vegetables, roast cauliflower and roast vegetables, and we're having 2 different sweets, pavlova and trifle, and then...
You can tell my family are big eaters, right?
Don't
We eat a lot of leftovers as well.
don't get to look like this if you only eat lettuce leaves. But yeah, we love entertaining, and then we're going down to one of my sisters the day after Boxing Day for 3 days, so then we'll take stuff down to them and down to their beach house.
Yep.
So that'll be very cool. And then during the day, our house is always open house, so all of our when we had lots of staff and everything, everyone was always welcome at our house.
Bella Fire. So Bella Fire has just hosted us. So she's brought her viewers over to us.
Cool.
So 14 viewers. So welcome everybody. So say hello and
Hello everybody.
And then you just
I'm Mumma Molly.
and then you just like introduce our stream. So like we're a cooking stream and you know what we do. Hello everybody, welcome to Miss Molly Makes. My name is Molly. This is my mum, Mama Molly. She's come from interstate, so we're showing her what everything is up with Twitch and how we stream. So we're making cocktails and canapes today because it's a celebration stream for celebrating all of our subs. So we hit another sub goal. So today we're making some cocktails together. We're also making some canapes. So we've got some focaccia in the oven. We're making quiche now, my mum's famous quiche, things that I grew up with. We're gonna make a cheese board, a cheese platter, and then later on we're gonna make some, what else? What did I say?
Rumbles.
Rumbles.
Yeah.
Yes. So welcome. How you doing, Bella Fire?
So Christmas is always lots of fun at our place, and lots of people just call in during the day, and for us it's always been the more the merrier, so we're always happy. The thought of people being alone on Christmas is just too sad for me, so I always say if they've got nowhere to come, they can always come to our house.
And you know, my mum was always so kind that when we grew up, Molly, I freaking love the stream tonight. Thank you, Pode. One of your best. Oh, guys. So when we grew up, when we had a lot of friends, they always knew they were welcome. My mum was always really lovely, and you know, at Christmas time or their birthdays, if they weren't celebrating their birthday, my mum would buy them a cake or make them a cake and celebrate their birthday with them. And all our friends knew that whatever happened, they could always be welcome at our house. And you know, Christmas, Australia Day, we always had big parties, and it's always been about celebrating and a lot around food. That's why I love how food can bring people together and you can celebrate. It's Bella's birthday.
Happy
Bella
birthday,
Fire.
Bella.
Bella Fire's birthday. So she's a streamer as well.
Cool.
But she does gaming. She's going to try and get into some creative stuff. She's a very keen cook. Alright.
Very cool. Yes, so make sure you reach out, people. Don't be home, but don't ever be sad at Christmas time. Just remember there's lots of people around you that love you and will be there and will support you. And don't ever be afraid to ask. If you're sitting at home, you're feeling sad, just think of all the people you do know. It could be your neighbours, it could be, you know, a relative or a friend. And just give them a call and say, can you come over? And, you know, everyone's usually so welcoming. And don't sit there thinking that you're alone and no one cares, because people do care. And sometimes they just don't, you know
how to express it, right?
Or they don't think that you might be home on your own. But, you know, if you just said, can you come over? You haven't got anything to do, or you're on your own. You know, 99% of people will always make you feel welcome. So don't be sad. Don't ever be on your own.
Mum, Miss Molly, your mum is so freaking nice. She is. She is an angel.
Oh, look at this, Molly. I just got a big Mintley.
So we're drinking some mojitos at the moment. And if anyone has any, J-Mood, I know you've got some ideas for cocktails, so let us know, guys, if you want us to recreate something.
Okay.
Thank you, Betsy. Thank you for those bits. Molly, have you better nominate your mum for Australian of the Year.
The joke in our house was always that I was going to get Mother of the Year award, but that was a real joke, because I totally wasn't Mother of the Year.
She's pretty damn close.
I made my kids grow up fairly independent and resourceful, and to, you know, be able to stand on their own 2 feet, because I reckon that's the best asset you can have, where you know that you've got inside you everything that it takes to succeed, and you know you're not relying on everyone else to make you feel good and to give you value and worth. You know that everything you've got and everything you actually need is already inside of you. So I try to instill those confidences in my kids, and you know, pretty capable, beautiful girl there.
Ah, Clara Baby Legs, thank you for that follow.
Don't overcook them.
I'm not. Just making sure that the
I'm just going to
potatoes cooked.
beat up this a bit.
Alright, Steve, can you bring up Link's cocktails? He said be sure to rename them.
What's that?
So we got some funny recipes. We were joking the other day. Link and I. So Link's one of our mods. He's one of our beautiful friends.
Yeah.
And so we were discussing like the funniest recipe name that you could think of. And so, Link, do I have to rename them? Because if Mama Molly sees them, she'll read them out and say. Okay, we'll call it a big. Exceed, bring it up again.
I might have to put my glasses on.
Okay, so I don't know what the kinky liqueur is though. I don't have pink lemonade either, so I can't make that one. Let's see what else is there. Upside down cocktail. I don't have any of those ingredients. One of those two. There's two. Butterscotch schnapps, Irish cream, and velvet whipped cream. I have that though. That's probably a later on cocktail.
That might be Molly's mum is under the weather cocktail. Can you do that muting thing you do so I can do this?
Guys, we're gonna do a quick Miss Molly mix. Alright, we've got to mute. Alright, I don't know if it's muted. So, Mama Molly has just spilt all of the
I didn't spill it all, I just did a few little drops.
onto her lap.
Did not.
Do I have ingredients with Blue Lagoon? I don't. I didn't get any blue curacao. So I want some fruity cocktails, guys. Leave the creamy ones for after when we make dessert, okay?
Whoa, that looks hot, Mom. Yum. Okay, so this is the very, very basic quiche menu or recipe. So I've just added 6 eggs, about a cup and a half of milk maybe, and just blended them through quickly, so real easy.
So this is our focaccia bread, like that, and we're going to cut it open. It's full of rosemary,
It smells beautiful, Molly.
Alright, so so usually you want to let this cool right before putting the hot ingredients to the cool.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Here, do you want to do something with that pot?
Sure.
Okay, so this is very easy peasy, like this. I usually put half a cup of cheese to a cup of cheese in the mixture, and then oh shit, I shouldn't put that on. I'll have to take some of that out. I can see I'm never going to get invited back on Molly's stream again.
Thank you, Code, for the 1,000 bits. We appreciate it.
Oh my god.
What did you do?
I just said shit again. Oh no, that was because I dropped the cheese in the mixture.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now
Oh my gosh, this touch looks amazing.
I need a decent size
hot.
spoon, but not over the top.
Thanks for the emote, Pod. Oh, look, we've got a reindeer emote.
Oh, cool. I can't see that.
Sue's unlocked it now. Okay.
Right, so what we're going to do now is just fill up these. So you want to take the mixture from the bottom, and so we put a nice spoonful in each one. So you've got, the ingredients, and then we just top them up in a minute. We come back and put a bit more liquid on top of each one. But these are fantastic and they freeze brilliantly. So if you want to make them, make a big batch, and then you just put them in the freezer and take them out. And
Would you say they're perfect for like lunch boxes or work meals? And
beautiful. Easy for hot and cold. But if you freeze them, you can just take them out and put them 3 minutes in the microwave. They're great. Or else, if you want to put them back in the oven later, maybe just don't overcook them the first time. So you like 3/4 cook them, just so they rise and they're nice and firm. And then the second heating, if you freeze them and then heat them up a second time, that'll make them nice and brown and beautiful. So,
Molly, do you have anything like whiskey? I do. I have some bourbon.
oh, but I don't like dark spirits.
Well, you should do.
No, I don't.
Well, too bad. It's my show.
She can't growl at me then, can she?
What do you mean? You mean you can't reply?
You can't growl at me if you make me drink something and then I'm naughty.
I don't have any Midori, so I'll tell you what I've got. I've got Frangelico, Bailey's, Patron Cafe, Bundaberg. I've got Sailor Jerry's Spiced Rum, Aperol, Pimm's, Kahlua, Butterscotch Schnapps, Honey Vodka and Normal Vodka. Let me see, Champagne.
Oh my god, that sounds so headache material.
I've got some bourbon, and that's probably all. Amarula, Cachaça. Yeah, that's probably
You
it.
sound like alcoholics having all that friggin'
No, that's not much of it,
cocktails.
or not a lot of variety.
Right, so now we just go through and we're topping them up, and we're using more of the liquid this time. So make sure you've got a nice covering in each one of the ingredients down the bottom, and then this time we're going through and we're just filling them all up.
That's my focaccia, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I was AFK and I just noticed I gifted a sub. I was gifted a sub. Yeah, Novi, welcome. Alright, Novi. So, my love, we're going to get you on the Molly map.
Where does she live?
Novi, no, her friend, her mod. Oh, you're her friend and mod. Very cool. Well, welcome. Alright, so let's get you on the Molly map, Novi. Where in the world are you coming to us live from? You can make Jim Collins, can I? Ooh.
Hey?
Said I can make Jim Collins with the alcohol that I've got.
Jim Collins is a motivational speaker.
What? Jim Collins?
He's a motivational speaker.
You're filling them up too much.
Oh, when did you... I have to ask you how to make quiches, considering I'm the cook here today.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna give the boys some focaccia. Alright.
Oh, Molly thinks she runs the show, doesn't she?
Trouble is Mollytopia. Trouble in Mollytopia. Oh, you're the one who BF tips upside down and says rude things to. What? What bird?
Who's that?
I don't know what he's saying. Blocker, how you doing? Ho, ho, ho. What's happening in Mollytopia, Exceed?
Look at that. Oh,
I have a simple recipe called Emerald Isles, J-Mood. Ooh, let me know it.
Right, so there we go, people. We've got 2 trays of quiches, and how we finish them. Have you got the oven on? We want it about 180 degrees. And what we're going to do to finish these is just put a little bit of cheese on each one. So we have got a little bit of cheese in the recipe, but we just want to finish them off. But these are to die for.
Okay. It requires some Midori. Alright. We'll keep thinking. A Jim Collins, I'm not sure about. Maybe it. So what's in it? Ice, soda, and bourbon. It's probably a bit too dry, right? Need some sugar or something. Good job. So I'll put that one in the oven.
Yeah.
Alright, and then I need you to chop some onions for me.
Okay, so
Like
just
quite a
because
lot of
I don't
onions?
need to put on my coffee glasses like you.
Oh, burn. I have a recipe called a white lady. Alright, J-Mood.
We have a funeral home over here called White Lady.
What?
Chipper and Son, they're called the White Lady.
What?
You know, the funeral parlour, they're called the White Lady.
I've never heard that before.
Oh, they
Ever.
wear white gloves. Yeah.
Okay, that was a bit morbid.
Right.
Alright. In the oven? Okay. Alright, so this is our focaccia that we've made earlier. So it's just come out of the oven and I've chopped it. So you can take that away now.
Okay.
Alright, now so what I need to do, we're going to make some caramelised onion tarts. So, since you're being a tart. I'm just joking, you know I'm joking. We're very close. Mum and I are very close and we joke around a lot. So, we're very funny. Having a fun time, why not mention a funeral parlour?
Well, we all got to die sometime.
Alright, so I need you to chop me some onions.
Yeah.
I need about 2 onions. So we're going to make a caramelised onion tart. So I've got ice. I don't have any gin. I am the biggest fan of gin, but I don't have any, guys. Mum, that's our Mum and I drink of choice. When I used to go on business trips with her, what did you used to do? Tell them what you used to do at the Qantas Club.
I don't want to incriminate myself. Mr. Qantas might be watching and might not let me in the business lounge anymore.
We used to, we used to have lemon lime bitters with gin, and then we used to have about two lemon lime bitters with gin, and that would help us sleep on the plane on the way back to Perth.
She was age. I was a very responsible mother. I wasn't giving her alcohol when she was 10 or anything.
10?
No, I was just joking. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, she was really annoying when she was little, when she was first born, because she used to cry all the time, and I could never fill her up until she was about 16 months. I think I took her to my mum's and I said, I've had enough of this kid, all she does is cry, and Mum put her on a bottle, and apparently because I was running a business and working and never standing still, I was feeding her, breastfeeding her, but there wasn't enough goodness in my milk, and she,
Too much energy I needed to burn.
she started sleeping from about 17 months, but I always joke with her because I had 2 boys and then Lauren. 5 years later, we weren't supposed to be able to have any more children, and then she came along 5 years later. And I always joke to her that if I had her first, I wouldn't have had any other kids because she'd give me more trouble than my boys gave me.
Chris, stop breathing.
Yeah, but they just stop breathing all the time. You used to cry.
So my brother was a near miss Sid's baby,
Yeah.
and so that means that he would just forget to they just diagnosed him and said that he forgot to breathe, right?
They said that he didn't have the mechanism to know that he had to take a breath. So
Kalula, yeah.
when he was 7 weeks old, he stopped breathing for the first time, and we found him dead, basically, and resuscitated him, or the shock of pulling him out of the car, and woke him up and made him breathe. But from then on, he used to stop breathing for the next over 2 years, 2.5 years he'd outgrown it. But his record was 32 times in one day that he would stop breathing, and we had him on a monitor, so every time he stopped, our alarm would go off, and then we would have to run to him, pick him up, stimulate him, and if he didn't start by himself, we'd have to resuscitate him. So yes, interesting. So I was 19 when I had him, so he was my
18.
18. So
I'll just tell her how.
Only been married. We were married in the April, and then we had him the following year. So we'd been married about 13 months, and yeah, you grow up pretty quick at 19 with a baby who stops breathing all the time.
And so I remember you telling me that the doctor told you not to get attached to him.
No, the doctor told me to take him home and have him christened, because we were just lucky probably that we found him the first time, and that he was going to die probably, because they diagnosed him as a near-miss Sid's baby. Well, Sid's babies usually just die, and
Sudden infant death syndrome. They don't know why. It's just.
And so they told us to take him home and have him christened, because the chances are that he will die sometime between now and when he's 2. And so when we got him to 1, we had a big birthday party and we made a song for him. And
You made a song?
yeah, how'd it go? We thought we'd never make it, but you finally came through. Take a bow, Christopher, steady, 'cause we're having a party for you. So we all sang that as his first birthday. And then by the grace of God, we got him through to 2. And at 2.5, he started to take a breath and used to know that he had stopped. So we got him through. So we were very blessed.
Now he turned 30 this year.
And he turned 30 this year. So he's our miracle boy. So he was our firstborn and beautiful big boy.
And she says I was hard work.
But he never cried. He just
died.
yeah.
Bell pipe. Oh, those onions are killing me.
But I tell you what, kids are overrated sometimes. So everyone tells you have to have them, and they're the best thing since sliced bread. But sometimes when you wonder why you do, but then you get them through that terrible.
So I always wanted kids, and then I don't know. Then I just decided that we travelled a lot, and if I wanted kids, and then we got Chester. We've had Chester for 2 weeks now, and then I was like, all right, dog is okay for me at the moment. I do not want a baby anytime soon.
But you have to give grandma some babies later, 3 or 4 years.
Maybe 2 years.
No.
Because my grandma and pop have to be alive.
Yeah, but they're not dying anytime soon, hopefully. So
She's got God on her side.
yeah. Hello, Grandma.
I just found out the warhead shot. It's called, wait for it, ass pucker. Oh my God. J-Mood.
What am I
Miss
doing
Molly
with
Mum
this one?
says grandbabies. Alright, so what you want to do is we'll get a fry pan and we're going to caramelise that.
Right.
And slow
I
cook
got
that.
this fry pan. This would be okay.
No, we'll use a small one.
I was just trying to save dishes because Molly doesn't believe in saving dishes.
Whatever.
What do you want in, just oil or
We're
onion?
going to use some oil, yep. So just put that in there. Good job. So we're making caramelized onion tarts. So I have some puff pastry. Mama Molly's just cut up the onions for me because it makes me cry. And then we're just getting some tart, really small puff pastry tart bases.
I didn't have to do any more shooting before I had any more to drink, did I?
Shooting, no, no more shot. You can do shots, but not shooting the basketball.
That's alright, I just thought if I was going to have to do any more of that basketball, I needed to do it now before I drank any more.
Okay, Black Russian ice, vodka, and something dark like Kahlua. Wow, that's so deadly. And you just sip that, J-Mood? Okay.
Do you want me to do something else?
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, do you want to make a cheese board, or do you just want to go into?
Rumbles, I reckon.
No, but then we've got heaps more time.
Oh, really?
We've got about another hour and a half. So we'll make a quick cheese board.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to get, I'll get you a board. Where's that one that we used? We'll just make a small one. So we're gonna make a cheese platter, cheese board with some meats. So I have everything that you need here. We've got some prawns, we've got some meat, we've got all different cheeses.
You haven't oiled these, have you?
No, you don't need to.
I would say you do. Let's spray them.
It's good. I think we're good. Alright. Stove. So, what we're going to do is cook these down so they're nice and soft. And then we're going to add some brown sugar and some balsamic vinegar. So what I like to do is just to help the process, a little bit of water. And we're going to add some vinegar, some balsamic vinegar.
Hello, Romy.
Romeo. So what do you think about Romeo and Chester?
I think I don't need a dog after having your dogs for a few days.
What do you mean?
Oh, they just
The
do.
puppy?
Yeah, they do wee everywhere, and
Oh, he's a
I have
puppy.
to take him out to do toilet, and
He's like a week old.
I know, but it's just another job.
He's just so used to being footloose and fancy free.
I
And
know. I like it. I'm retired now. Well, sort of semi-retired. I'm only going to do work that I like doing now.
Primus, how you doing? That's a sipper, he reckons. Alright.
Okay, what are we doing here? I might just have a little taste of that bread and see what.
Oh, that's so cute. Look at these dogs. Is that a chocolate, a black, and a golden lab? Oh my goodness.
Oh, cute.
We always had, on the farm we had big dogs, but then we had small dogs. Okay, so take this away. Oh, my nose is a bit itchy.
Right, what are we doing here?
Alright, so cheese platter, cheese board. So you've got some aged cheddar. You've got some Persian feta. This is like a camembert. This one is like a buffalo ash. We'll fry up, so cut some Spanish chorizo and we'll fry that up. I'll do that now. So we're going to fry some chorizo. So you've got to talk, you've got to, like, you can ask me questions. And guys in chat, you guys can ask Mama Molly questions. J Mood was taking advantage of the Mama Molly asking her questions about me.
I'm having too much trouble getting the friggin'
Cheese
paper
over.
off the cheese.
Oh, see, I saw you got that fan, but you didn't plug it in, my friend.
I'm going to sharpen your knives tomorrow, Miss Molly. They're disgustingly blunt.
Yeah. Well, that one there's the worst one. But yeah.
So when you make a cheese platter, I actually like to do a mix of taste. So I like sweet and sour, or
So
savoury.
you don't like sour, don't you?
No, savoury and sweet. So I would like, I like sharp vintage cheeses, but I like to put some quince paste or some fruit or strawberries and things like that with it as well, just to give a mix of flavours. Hello, Romy.
Romeo's smelling the chorizo, so he's ready for some food.
And you want a nice mix of textures and colours, so with your cheeses.
We're a bit hot, so I'm just getting a fan.
Do you want to just do a small cheese
Yeah,
board?
that's what I'm saying.
So we'll just go like halves.
Parmesan crackers and apricots. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Right, we're roughly that
I found one for later. It's called Orgasm. Ice Baileys and rum.
I'm not allowed to say anything naughty.
You can say whatever you want to say.
No.
So there's your quince paste, and there's some crackers, and there's some cheeses. Alright, what I'm going to do is get another Betsy, thank you for those bits. Thank you very much. Iced Baileys and rum. That sounds good. You heard it here. So naughty, Miss Molly's mum. That's it, Betsy. She's too naughty.
I just hope my mum's not watching. She'll be disgusted. She'll be praying for me because I'm so naughty.
You're terrible, Muriel.
Does everyone around the world know that Muriel?
No. It's an Aussie film.
We have a film so funny in Australia called Muriel's Wedding, and it's Muriel's very naughty as well.
You're terrible, Muriel. So, I'm just getting some olive oil. I'm throwing in some chorizo. This is my favourite way to have chorizo, just plain. And then with a squeeze of lemon as well. Squeeze of lemon juice. Woo. And then what are you doing? There we go. Warming it up. You don't really want to cook it too much. Beautiful colours of the paprika. A nice zest of the lemon as well. Okay, so what kind of cheeses do we have here? So we've got, so that's our chorizo. We've got some sopremesa, which is like a cured ham or cured salami. Could be a bit fancier.
Well, I know I'm big picture girl, and you decorate much better than me. I always say to my partner that my food tastes amazing, but
It looks like crap.
it looks like crap because I'm not a detail sort of person. I'm big picture. But Lauren actually presents much better than I do. But if you want your company run, come to me.
Hi, can I get? Sorry. Hi, can I get an orgasm? Sorry, I'm working at the moment. Never failed. So he was a bartender.
Ah,
Prosciutto would be also really usable. Definitely. So this here is a boat's cheddar. It's called a Capri. So it is a sheep's milk cheese. It's very similar to a camembert. You've got an aged cheddar here. This is a buffalo milk ash cheese. We've got some Persian feta, some fresh prawns that have just been cooked, and then also some sopremesa, very similar to a salami. And then what I also like to add is some quince paste. This is really good, works well with your aged cheddar. And so you just, comes in, it's very thick, it's like a jam or a jelly. And it's very sweet, so it works really well in comparison with your aged cheddar. And they work really well together.
Put some little crackers.
Yep, and you can do some like currants or what do you like?
Apricots always work nice with cheese platters, fresh grapes.
Yep. There's some strawberries there beside you.
And just mix your colours up. Nice to have a
So can I get anything for you? Do you want?
Have you got any
Dishes already?
Molly. Right, let me just do a little check. Ooh.
You reckon they're done?
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe a few more minutes. Actually.
No, I think they're done.
You reckon?
So you want to take them off to put them up here? I need the oven on.
Oh, you need the oven on.
Yeah, so you need to take them out of the oven.
I turned it off, so you might want to check.
Okay. It's all good. It's on still.
You finished cooking for now?
No, I need to put stuff in the oven.
Ah, shit. That's hot.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
Ooh. My fingers, nails.
She's got fake nails on. Thank you, subs, for making this happen. Yes. Yeah, definitely you could use cocktail onions, pickles or gherkins, things like that are really good as well. So they're Mama Molly's quiches.
Now, I see what you mean about the silicone tray not being needing as much grease as the other one.
Yeah.
Might have to get myself one of them.
They're amazing. They're so good.
I'm not going to sit up there.
Yeah.
Have you got a tray? Cool. And
Mama Molly, have there ever been any recipes where you've been like, I'm not ever doing that again in a hurry? So have you ever made things that like you press the button? Talk to your audience.
something I made that was a disaster. Never really been great at pavlovas. I know that's a bit of an Australian, New Zealand sweet, but never really great at pavlovas.
You sit here while I make these onion tarts. You sit there.
Okay, I just have to run a ring around these.
Okay, we'll show them what
So
to do.
with my quiches, while they're still hot, I just like to run a knife around them and then let them cool in the pan. These have got plenty of oil on because I didn't realise these silicone pans didn't need so much oil.
Put two. You can put them back in if you want.
Well, these are the perfect. Oh, actually, because you're not going to eat them all. These are probably absolutely perfect if we were going to freeze them, because they're just not overdone, or they're probably a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe, if you wanted to serve them right now, like for a dinner party or something, or you had a party. I mean, they're firm, but they're not overly brown or anything. Whereas if you were freezing them, you'd be able to heat them up in the oven next time and come up perfect.
Beautiful. It's her specialty, yes. They look divine, everyone's saying.
Well, they are. They taste yummo. And they're, I'll make them for, if we have people over, or, like if we have an event, you can pre-make them so they just work really well.
And your sausage rolls as well are good, aren't they?
Oh yeah, we're great sausage rolls.
So you can take them out and put them on there if you want.
I'll leave them cool for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, what are we doing now?
So you're going to have a sit down and so answer the question, what is something that you've made before that you...
Oh, I can't see. I'll need to put my glasses on if I have to read.
Sit down and I'll...
Hello, Romy. That's Mummy's boy. Romy. Am I allowed to talk to Romy?
Yeah.
Does everyone like Romy?
Yeah, everyone loves Romeo.
Come here.
They're a bit more keen on Chester.
Oh, are they?
I don't know. Everyone loves Romeo, right?
Romy's a little bit jealous.
So this is our caramelised onions with our balsamic dressing in there as well. It looks a bit dark, but when you see in the comparison, it's just a nice brown colour. So B-Bean says, no, Romeo for the win. She's saying that Romeo's the best.
Yeah, Romeo's the old fella.
Alright. Okay, sorry. So I'll just show you that. And then, alright, so what's something you've eaten or you've made before that you wouldn't run back to?
I don't know. I'm a pretty simple cook, so and I've always had to make, feed a lot of people quickly, easily. So I don't know. Most things work, so I don't.
What about
really...
something you've eaten at a restaurant and you were like, oh, I don't really like that?
Oh.
Have you eaten anything exotic before, like snails?
Yeah. Well, I lived in China for a year.
Oh yeah, tell them about that.
So in China, they have a saying that they eat everything that walks other than humans and everything that flies.
Thank you, Betsy, for all those bits. 20, 40 bits. Thank you, my love.
And they say that they eat everything that walks other than
dogs.
No,
humans.
Everything that flies other than aeroplanes and everything that walks other than humans. And so that left the scope fairly open. And because we were living in China, we did have to try quite a few different things. My worst thing ever was a stew, but I didn't realise when they told me it was a stew. It was actually the sheep's intestines, the stomach of the sheep made into like a big pot sort of thing. And then they put the stew inside the sheep's stomach, and when they dish it up you get the sheep's stomach as well, and that was gross. I've tried centipedes.
Really?
I had rat by default one night.
Rat?
Yeah.
Was this in China?
Yeah. But
have you ever been out with one of your suppliers or whatever, because they take you out, and then you've just had to just eat something when you really know that you don't want to eat it? Birix and Jess, how you doing? Thank you for that host. Welcome. So Birix and Jess are friends of ours. They are social eaters, so they just chat. And we showed you their stream the other day. Remember he shaved his head?
Oh, cool. Oh, you were a bit rude that day.
Oppa Gangnam Style.
And I saw what you had on your hat. You were trying to hide your marijuana leaf on your hat. I saw it.
Miss C. Dex. Gotex. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes, and thank you. Gifted a sub to Birix and Jess. So Birix and Jess, that's 2 months in a row, and they are on our Molly map. There's Birix and Jess's pin. Thank you guys. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. This is my mum, Mumma Molly. She's come from interstate. So yeah, tell everybody. You keep going about.
So I used to because I
Open
lived in.
Gangnam Style.
Oh, he's dancing.
Gangnam Style.
I taught mum. You gotta get up and dance. Oh my gosh, Lyra, where are you in the world? Let's get you on the Molly map. Mollytopia. Brittany, thank you for that follow. Maddie Mayhem, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Open Gangnam Style.
You're sitting on the green screen.
Oh, what does that
You're
mean?
gonna do this.
Oh,
Do this.
Open Gangnam Style.
Oh my gosh.
What's all
Rainbow
this?
Queen.
Gangnam Style.
What is all this dancing for?
So we're getting subscribers.
Oh, I love these subscribers. Do this, guys. You should follow my Molly. I'll do the dancing.
Oh my gosh, Rainbow Queen. Thank you. Oh my
Open
gosh.
Gangnam Style.
Oh, yeah, bring it on, guys. Here's Romy.
Gangnam Style.
The guys who have been gifted subs, thank you. I don't know, what can I call you? Is there an easier way than Miss CDX? Thank you so much for those four gifted subs. 5 gifted subs. 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes, everybody. I am a cooking streamer, and today's extra special because we are doing a sub goal. We're making cocktails and canapes. So we've had a bit to drink, and we're making some canapes. So Mumma Molly has made.
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
You guys are crazy! You guys are crazy! J Fry, welcome to the Molly family. Thank you, Miss CDX. Thank you very much, my love. Please gift a sub to yourself. That would be amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. So yes, we're doing a cocktails and canapes stream, and so thank you, assistant. Oh, my beautiful love. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style.
Brittany.
Good dancing.
So everybody that's gifted subs, please, and also Miss CDX, tell me your location. Let's get you on the Molly map. Yay, J Fry on the receiving end. Yes, and Brittany, welcome guys. Molly, bring your mum in streams more often. She's bringing in the subs. I know. It's amazing. No. So this is my mum and this is my dog, my bigger dog Romeo. So can we get some Romeos in chat? Some
Open Gangnam
thank
Style.
you, J Fry. Miss CDX, thank you so much. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. Welcome to the Molly family. Everybody come on in, come on in. Alright. You guys are amazing. Birix and Jess, thank you for bringing this crew. This is the best problem. No, I can't keep up. So guys, as subscribers, you receive all of the recipes that we make on the stream. So over 280 recipes. You get Molly dollars, you get my love, and also, most
Open
important,
Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Already, do dancing.
Open Gangnam Style.
Bean Betsy, thank you for gifting that to Freddie. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. This is like the best sub train ever. So, and you also receive a pin on our world map. These are our it's Mollytopia subs around the world. Oh, we're not doing song requests in our cooking streams, but we will do them in our gaming streams. So this is Romeo. We also have a brand new puppy. His name is Chester. He's been in the house for a week and a half. A week yesterday, actually. Awesome
Romeo's
gifted
just
subs. I know.
Romeo's just having some grandma time.
Yes. So guys, when you guys tell me your locations, I can get you on that map. Thank you for doing what you are doing and keep being yourself. I hope to continue to find success in streaming. Have a wonderful day and happy holidays. Ms. Dex, thank you very much. That's a lovely, lovely comment. I appreciate that. Please tell me your location where you're coming to us live from, guys, so we can get you on Mollytopia and give you a special pin, part of our community. All right. Molly, can you put a pin in the home state of Minnesota? I don't want to boot out Birix and Jess's pin. No problem. All right, let's go back here. So, J Fry, you're in Minnesota. You gotta tell me. I thought my geography was good, guys, until all this happened. Now it's just. Alright. So you're gonna keep a hold of this so I make sure I get everybody, okay? Freddy's in Tijuana. I know where Tijuana is. Mama Molly's just got the other puppy.
This is Chester.
This is our new puppy, Chester.
Say hello.
You're from Twitch.
Aww.
Oh wow! But you have a location. Does that in? We have to get you somewhere. We have to get you somewhere on the map. You have to choose a location. It doesn't matter that you're from Twitch. I can put you in San Fran. Is it San Fran? All right, let's get. Okay, so Freddie, we're gonna put you yellow so you know where you are. Tijuana's down here, right? Just on the border. You see, it's giving me a map. Minnesota's right at the top. Okay, I think I can get that. So Minnesota would be around here. Well, let's do a yellow pin. You guys are crazy. This is amazing. Put me in your favorite place of the world. Okay. So Minnesota is there, is that right? Is that right, Joe Fry? I love that you guys are helping me out with maps. That means warhead time times 4. Exceed. You're gonna kill me with 4 warheads. Montana. Good old USA. Alright. So we're gonna do Romania. We'll go over here. So Romania is somewhere around here. You guys are teaching me about geography. Alright, my favorite place in the world is. We're going to give you a purple pin and we're going to put you up here because that's where Santa lives and Santa's my favorite. So you can be purple up there, okay? Miss CDX. Over Greece and Bulgaria? Is that what he said? Bulgaria? Okay, so Greece. So here. Is that right? Oh, we're gonna swap color. Guys, this is Betsy, thank you so much for those bits. Guys, I feel the love right now. Does your map have New Zealand? Of course it does. Joe Frank, of course, it's a world map. Just because New Zealand's over the ditch doesn't mean we forget about them. We've even got Tasmania. Nobody from Svalbard yet. No, nobody. Yay, Santa. Okay, who else are we missing? Just a little south of where Birix and Jess live, Miss Molly. Here, J-Frag, just there. That's your pin. Oh, Freddie, sorry. Let's go. So Freddie, that's your pin there, your yellow. Then we've added Miss CDX is here because that's where Santa lives. And then we've got Lyra is here, the yellow pin. Who else are we missing? Birix and Jess are already on there. Yay, Chester. Yay, your mum got bored to switch puppies. Yep, that's it. No Canadian flag. Feels bad, man. What up? What's going on?
Come on, all you Canadians, lift your game.
No, he's talking about on here.
Oh,
We don't have all of the maps yet. We're getting them. There was a Canadian flag.
have you got Canadian subscribers, Buff?
We've got two Canadian.
Maybe when you get 5, they can get a flag.
Oh, mum. God, hush. So you also add a Mexican flag. I'm onto it, guys. I'm onto it. Jess was a bee and smashed an egg on my head. Oh my gosh. Classic beer extreme. Oh my goodness. Yes, Link is Canadian. He is. So guys, if I'm forgetting anyone or someone hasn't told me, no love, Rainbow Queen, where are you? Feels bad, man. Rainbow Queen, where are you? I didn't get a pin. No, Rainbow Queen, where are you in the world? Montana. I was asking Nixie to tell me where Montana is. You've been to Montana, haven't you?
I think that might be Canada, isn't it?
Montana's like a beautiful near the.
Oh, United
Montana's near
States.
Seattle. It's like
on the
really
border of-
mountains,
Oh,
mountains
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
We've
near
got no one in
Calgary.
Seattle. We've got no one in Seattle. Okay, so Montana is here. Rainbow Queen, there is your pin up there. Oh, beautiful orange pin. What are you guys drinking?
Alcohol.
No, Brittany, where are you, my love?
Oh, Romy. Don't you want, Jessica? Don't you want a
Montana is a nice empty spot. Yeah, Jay Fry. There's not many people up there.
Good enough. Okay. Good enough. You get down like that. Good enough.
So Exceed always makes fun of me that I say to the dogs, or because he said the dogs aren't cats, and so that I can't say that to them. But I don't know. Now I hear that you do that. That it makes. Oh, you're in Florida. Okay, I know where Florida is. Let's get you, Brittany. We've got a lot of people in Florida, or near that area. So let's get you there. Beautiful green. Let's do that yellow so you can stand out, know where you are. Because I want you all to feel you're important, know where your pins are. So there we go, Brittany. Welcome. Look at the US, it's like filling up. The US and Australia and a little bit in Europe. Then we've got Exceeded and Miss CDX. So this is our new little puppy, Chester. We've had him for just over a week now. All right, guys. So this isn't our usual cooking stream. For those that are just joining us, my name is Molly. We are a creative stream. We cook 5 nights a week. Myself, when I say we, it's me up front, but the real magic happens behind the scenes with Exceed. He is the one that organizes our green screens, our transitions, our beautiful music when we mix, and we do 2 theme streams. So we have Miss Molly Makes Around the World that we're doing this Sunday, and so we make themed cuisine from around the world. So this week we're doing Russian food, things that I've never eaten before, but you know, we're also doing beef stroganoff. So that is a really popular recipe, but we're gonna actually go back to the roots of stroganoff, and we're gonna make the traditional Russian recipe rather than the more popular version, because I know the US has their own version. I used to live in Brazil and they used to make chicken stroganoff. So we're gonna be making some bellinis, which are like a Russian pancake. And then we also have gamer grub. So that is our themed cuisine from video games, TV shows and movies. All right, so the oven's still on. So we're making some caramelized onion tarts. So there's some caramelized onion there with some balsamic vinegar, some brown sugar. And what we're going to do is we're just finishing up these little tarts. We're going to put them in the oven. Mummy, you just taking them out?
Yeah.
Yep. So Mama Molly's just made her famous quiches, things that I grew up with when I lived at home and was young. So my mum's over here from interstate because she has kindly come over because we're not going home for Christmas. It's a little bit too expensive. So she's coming over to celebrate some Christmas time with us, and we're going to do some fun things tomorrow. We're going to our favourite restaurant. I have the idea of going into the city and showing her the Christmas stalls, and they do Christmas windows here, so that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so there's your caramelized onion, and what we're going to do is we're going to get some goat's cheese. I don't know which cheese I should use, which goat's cheese. I might use this one. So this is like a aged cheddar, aged cheese, goat's cheese. Looks awesome, Molly. See, what happened? Does Mama Molly cook too? She does cook a little bit. What would you say? How often you cook at home just for you and Paul?
Yeah, every night.
Yeah.
Oh, we have, we go out maybe once or twice a week, but normally we just cook at home.
Yeah. And what's your favourite thing to cook? Are you a sweet person? Do you cook dessert?
Not really. Can't get any fatter.
Why do you keep saying that? Stop putting yourself down.
No, well, I just don't need to probably be getting any more. So what do I cook? We have lots of meat. Paul likes meat, and certainly not a vegetarian.
Yeah.
So we have lots of meat. So usually meat, vegetables, or meat and salad.
Yep. So Jessie said I gotta go and finish packing now. She's going back to England.
Oh.
So enjoy the rest of your evening. It was lovely to see and meet Mama Molly. Catch you guys next week sometime when I'm in England. Jessie, thank you so much for popping by. It's so lovely to see you, as always. Please travel safe. I know that there's a lot of wild weather at the moment where you are. And we just want you to have an amazing Christmas and some time with the family. So please send us some photos on Discord and send some photos of the presents that you're buying for Finn. So her son just turned 5. And little Finn, so he's just graduated. He's going to big boy school. So he watches with his mum. And so
hello, Finn.
It's so lovely to see. So Jessie made his birthday cake and sent us lots of photos on our Discord. Brittany, I'm going to bed, everyone. Bye, Miss Molly, and bye, Miss Molly Mum.
Bye, Brittany.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Nampio, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. Alright. So what would you say, if you're not cooking a dessert, what would your favourite dessert be?
Well, I make a pretty mean trifle, I must admit. I make a good trifle.
So for those that don't know what a trifle is, because it might be a little bit different in their country, what's a trifle?
It's like a layer cake, so it's got, well, what I do is do sponge at the bottom, and then But
you don't do a normal sponge, you don't do like a Genesee sponge, what kind of?
I generally do like a...
Do you make it from scratch or do you buy it?
Depends. Generally I buy it because it doesn't have to be as soft as my normal sponges. So I just cut it up. You can use a jam roll as well if you wanted to, but I just generally use sponge. And then you make a jelly mixture, and instead of you put it in the fridge and let your jelly set, and then once the jelly's set, you
it's going in the oven.
So you put half your jelly mixture in the fridge and let it set, and keep stirring it up so it's quite broken up when you when you actually get it out. And with the other half, you tip that over your sponge mixture. So your sponge has got all the jelly soaked into it, and then you put that in the fridge. So the only problem is that it takes, to do the trifle properly, is really a 2 to 3 day process. So you have to do it and then set some and then make some more. So after you've done your jelly, I then layer it with peaches, what are beautiful, sliced peaches, and then I leave that, and then I make custard. And so I will put a half, like about 2 inches of custard over top of all the sponge and the jelly. And so then I let that set. So the next day I'll put another roll of peaches, and then I put ground walnuts and walnut kernels through the next layer. And then once that's set, I then use the rest of the jelly, so I break all that up and I put that over the top and let that set again, and then I put another roll of custard on. And so then it all seeps down into the layers, and I always do it in a big glass bowl so you can see all the different colours in it, so it's great.
And it's very funny because all of my family, my mum has 3 sisters, so there's 4 girls, and my grandma, and they all think that their own trifle is the best.
Oh, I think everyone votes for mine now.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But my sister wants to make it this Christmas to see if she can knock me off, so my elder sister's making it for Christmas.
Alright guys, so we're just going to show you, these are Mama Molly's quiches, they're mini quiches. So you've got a pastry in the outside. They think they need to be in the oven for a little bit longer, but they do taste amazing. So full of cheese, bacon, onion, and a little bit of tomato. So good.
Just salt and pepper and fresh garlic.
It reminds me of my childhood. It's so good. Okay, let me just wash my fingers and let's get into some rum balls. Alright, so jump on up. You're leading this one.
Okay.
So this is everything that we've made so far. So we've got our focaccia, our rosemary focaccia. So it's perfect for eating on its own, or you can cut it in half and make a sandwich in it, or you can dip it. Perfect with some of this chorizo. So we've cooked some chorizo in some olive oil, lemon juice, and just softened it, and you can cook it more or less depending how you like it. But then the best thing ever is getting some of this focaccia bread and dipping it in this lemony olive oil. Mama Molly's quiches, focaccia, and then this is our cheese board. So we've got some salami, some prawns, we've got some sheep's milk camembert, some quince paste aged cheddar, some buffalo cheese, Persian feta, and then we're sweetening it up with some quince paste, some strawberries, and some crackers as well. Here we go.
Cool.
Alright, so let me get the rest of my food processor.
So this is the easiest peasiest slice, or you can do it as a slice. So if I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to roll it all up, I just put it into a tin and do it as a slice.
Yep.
Or if you want to, you can roll them and make rum balls. So
Don't put it in there yet. I'm going to find the Hold on, the attachment's not in there. Yeah, keep it.
okay, so all that really is wheat bix. So I use because I don't really use recipes and I just judge how many people I need it for. These keep really well, perfect for Christmas, and they easily last 6 weeks if you in the fridge. So you can make heaps of them if you want.
So J-Moo just had toad in the hole with brioche.
Oh, yummo.
Do you know what toad in the hole is?
Yeah, where you put it in your bread. Have you got how many tins of condensed milk? Because that dictates how many wheat bix I use.
I think we only need to make one tin.
Alright, so we'll use about 8 wheat bix. Were you doing sultanas? Or
No.
Lauren doesn't like sultanas, so when I'm making them with her, I always have to make 2 batches, one with sultanas, what we love, and one
So
with
while
no
she's
sultanas.
making that, I'm gonna make tonight's cocktail. We're gonna bring in our sweeter cocktails, our dessert cocktails. So I'm gonna make an espresso martini, and let me find my shaker. All right. So what we're gonna do is, just before she does that, we're gonna go here. We've got our cocktail shaker, and in there we're going to add some vodka. So I have some honey vodka here, and I also have some Kahlua, and I'm going to make some coffee. So I've got some coffee put aside here. Also, Miss Molly, now every time I hear Mo bounce, I picture Baby Groot dancing. Oh, that makes me happy. It slightly makes me happy, Freddie.
I don't even know how to use your can opener. Is it a left-handed one or
No,
something?
the other way. They're a bit special, their teeth.
Oh yeah. You like this?
Oh, we can do it the other way as well.
Okay, Miss Mighty Mum, Miss Molly. I think it's the one you have to do the top, isn't it?
That's weird. That's weird. I was right. I was wrong. You were right. Doing a lot of that lately. Admitting I was wrong. I had to admit that Exceed was right the other day. It's really hard.
Cool, that's cool.
Okay, so
I know, that's why I'm going slow. You're going a bit wild there, you're going to do everything. Okay, cool. Alright, so what we've got here is 8 wheat bix, and we're using this beautiful organic coconut. So we want about half a cup of that.
only half a cup.
Yep.
That's about a cup.
Well,
Good
whatever.
measurement.
Okay, so I told you I'm not detail girl. So about half a cup to a cup of coconut. We just have a 2 tablespoons of cocoa, so that just gives it the brown colour.
So I've just added some coffee into here, about a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to add about 60 mils of Kahlua, and then 60 mils of vodka. Exceed wants me to eat warheads. Okay. You're going to kill me.
I'm not doing them again.
Why not?
Right, so I've got my coconut, my cocoa, and now I'm just putting my tin of condensed milk in here. Tipping that just like that. Let that all drain out.
What did I put in there? And then sometimes you could, I like to sweeten, add like a sugar syrup to my, I like to add a sugar syrup to my cocktail. If you didn't have a sugar syrup, you can just add some brown sugar. Tastes good. Alright, Exceed, we'll do one after this. I need something to chase. Alright, so then you've got in here your Kahlua, your vodka, coffee, and a bit of sugar syrup. And we're going to mix that along. That's one huge food processor. It's not too big. And it's just good enough.
Have you got white rum?
Well, no, we're not using white one, we're using spice rum. That one there.
Okay, so in the past I've used white rum. I've also used butterscotch snaps, is beautiful. I've used Kahlua, and today we're using Spice Gold, Captain Morgan's Spice Gold. What?
Spice rum. Yeah.
A spice rum. So we give it a nice dash of rum because we really want rum balls. We don't want boring balls.
I'm just gonna get some ice for our cocktail.
Okay, and I will negotiate how I get this thing going. And in a minute we'll have to get Troy to turn off the thingy bob so I
Seed.
can, seed, so I can make some noise.
Alright, where's the cocktail? Oh, over here. Alright, so what you do is just press the mute button.
Okay, everyone.
You can press the mute button. You can do it, Fiona.
I'll
Mute, yep.
talk to you in a minute.
Alright. So,
We're just going to add some more wheat
it's a
there.
bit liquidy. She added a little bit too much rum. Vaporize, how you doing? Says hi, girls.
Hello. So I don't think you can ever have too much rum. So we probably
Famous last words.
we probably just had not enough wheat bix, okay? So we're just going to add a few more wheat bix to take out some of that liquid.
Okay, so the espresso martini, I've lost the top of my cocktail shaker. And so what I'm going to do is just put my hand over it, to the top of my shaker. I'm doing good. How you two doing? We're doing really well. So we are doing a special stream because we have my mum here. And then we're also doing cocktails and canapes for our sub goal. So what is that uptime except? What is, it's 10:30, we've been live for 3 hours. It's hard work, isn't it? Betsy, thank you for those bits.
Okay,
Thank you very
I'm just
much.
going to mute it again while I just mix this up.
Hit it,
Another
gal.
tip. There we go. So you'll
So now
know
you press,
when
now you
the...
press the prep button.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, and then you want to see the camera, so you want to move your machine into the camera.
Okay, let me give you...
Or you could
Right,
do
there
this.
we go. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so you'll know that your mixture is right when it starts to come away from the bowl. So it'll be about that consistency, what's just perfect. And what we do now is take that off here.
Oh, you got it.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Betsy's going to bed. Good night, Betsy. Thank you for popping in.
Yeah, lovely to meet you, Betsy. Thank you for your support of Miss Molly. Okay, so that's just perfect. Get rid of that blade. Right. So these are the best, and if you ever want a present or something to give people at Christmas time, these make a lovely little gift. And we've just tipped this into a bowl.
So I just want to let you know, this wine glass is an engagement present, and it's made out of crystal.
Oh,
And I wash it by hand.
oh
So
probably
only-
shouldn't have put it in the
I
dishwasher.
only have
then.
4 of them, and I've been really sentimental with it, and now it's broken.
Who did that?
You did that.
Very sorry. I did pack her dishwasher this morning, so
Even you ask Exceed, I'm not allowed, I tell him that he's never allowed to use
use them.
Oh, okay, well, we'll have to see what we can do to remedy that situation.
Alright, my shaker's not working, so I'm going to quickly blend these espresso martinis.
Oh, I don't like espresso martini.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it makes me stay awake though.
Finnan, hi again from home. How you doing, Finnan? Let me try these.
You're not allowed to eat.
I think they need more
No.
coconut.
Yummo. Yeah, can't you put coconut now if you're going to roll?
No, but yeah, okay.
So, are we going to roll or are we going to do the...
No, we're not being lazy.
Oh, like it.
So ideally what you would do is you'd put the mixture in the fridge and that would make it much easier to roll. Well, we're on Molly time, we don't have streaming time.
So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to... So this is our mixture.
Prep camera, press the prep button.
Oh. This is our mixture that doesn't look very appealing when you're looking at it on camera. So I will just take that away. Right, so what we've got to do now is we're going to put some coconut over top of them like this. And we just
ask you a question.
Yeah.
Where's my NutriBullet?
I didn't use that. Oh yeah, I did. I think I put it up. Oh, I just put it away because it was left out this morning.
See, you girls need to learn Swedish dish frozen lump. Slow cooking for 12 to 15 hours. Ooh, vaporized. What does it taste like? It's not up there.
In that cupboard there. This one. This one?
It's not in there.
Okay, that one there. That one there.
Where? That one.
Okay, so that's what we do, guys. We just roll them into a ball with some coconut and then put them on a plate and we'll put them in the fridge and then you just you can just serve them over Christmas, or they keep really well, or they make a lovely gift if you want to make someone something that's got a little bit of Christmas connotations. Just throw them in the coconut.
Christmas connotations. The word of the stream.
And if you're not wussy like Miss Molly, you can put sultanas or you can put nuts in them, lots of different things you can add just to give them a little bit more flavour or something a little bit different. But it's a really easy recipe. If you don't want to use the wheat bix, you can use...
if you don't have wheat bix.
Or if you don't have wheat bix, you can use a cake base, what's easy, or other biscuit.
Yeah, like a hedgehog kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting it everywhere.
Oh, Miss Molly.
Whoa, Miss Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly.
We always tell her she's too far tech because she does everything at 150 miles an hour. It's always been like that.
I rush things, you're saying? I've got no patience?
Yeah, you're always doing everything quick.
So these are our espresso martinis. I've just processed them to make them a bit fluffier. And then it will start to settle. Chocolate oat balls with coconut flakes. They're called, they're rum balls. You know, rum balls.
But I suppose you could add, you know, like oats and stuff in there if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
definitely.
You know, they're very versatile. It's just a sticky base, so you could really put anything in there you like.
So, Finnan, the ingredients in here. So what we'll do is we'll just move out this food processor. If you just move that way, so people can see. The ingredients are wheat bix or Vita Brits, whatever. It's like a wheat-based biscuit. If you didn't have that, you can just use some type of biscuit shortbread. It's blended with a bit of cocoa, coconut, condensed milk, and rum. So very, very simple but very delicious. So what you need to do is focus on putting things in the camera so people can see them.
well, I'm not a Miss Molly regular.
So
and
this
probably
here
never come back
is
again.
our espresso martini. So it has coffee, so we use espresso coffee. We've used a coffee liqueur, so that's Kahlua. I've also put in there some honey flavored vodka and some sugar syrup as well. So a little bit of fun, a dessert cocktail. And then we're gonna go over here real quick and I'm gonna show you my tartlets. So these are my caramelized onion tarts.
When you love to live at this house, everybody, this is like, they get the most beautiful food every night.
He does.
Yes, he does. He's very spoiled. Hello, Romy. You don't do too bad either, do you?
Alright, so what I'm going to do is just put these on here. So these are caramelized onion with some goat's cheese. And if you want, we've put the goat's cheese in there already, but if you want an extra bit of freshness, just add some more goat's cheese on top. Very cute little tarts, perfect for entertaining. Just one little nibble. There we go. I know that they don't look great,
Oh, yummo.
but they taste amazing. So what I'm going to do is get, where's that feta? Did you put it away?
Oh, this here, sweet. This here.
That's what I made a few months ago. Ooh, delicious. Finnan.
So where does everyone come from who's on the stream now?
Alright, so guys, can we get a roll call for Mumma Molly? Tell us in chat where you're watching us live from today. Are you from Australia? Are you from the US? Are you from Finland, Sweden? Let's get a roll call, guys. This is Mumma Molly's first time on stream, and I want it to be a good experience, and I want to show her the most of Twitch and the most of our community and the beautiful people in it.
Sweden, I can see Sweden.
Sweden, Vaporize is from Sweden. So we're coming to you live from Melbourne, Australia. Look at this cocktail. You can see that? The dark, medium and light, the different colours from the froth. Look how pretty that looks.
Very cool.
She's doing a really good job. She's a natural. She is, isn't she? She's great. Sweden, my name is a bit of a make a guess. So Finland is not from Finland, it's from Sweden.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Pretty good.
Alright.
Oh, all these dishes for me.
For you,
Ooh.
dip for exceed, right? We're going to exceed. Alright. Look at all this food. So cocktails and canapes. We made some mojitos. We did some daiquiris. And then also we finished off with our, look how beautiful that looks, espresso martini. So we started with our quiches or our focaccia. We'll start with the focaccia. So this is a focaccia with rosemary, olive oil, perfect for tapas or eating by itself. We've got some chorizo there with lemon juice. Mumma Molly's quiches. These are things that I grew up with. So bacon, cheese, onion quiches. And then also over here is a cheese board. So something, we're doing cocktails and canapes. So something that's really easy and accessible, and you can try a little bit of everything and in bite size. You don't want messy food. And then these are my goat's cheese and caramelized onion tarts. So little puff pastry with some caramelized onions, so some onion with balsamic vinegar, balsamic vinegar, some brown sugar, a little bit of thyme, and then we've also put some goat cheese on there. So we've got some matured goat cheese as well as some feta, and very, very simple. And then last but not least is Mumma Molly's rum bowls. So these are something that always is a hit at around Christmas time. So in here you've got Wheat Bix or Vita Wheats, coconut, rum, bit of cocoa, and some condensed milk to stick it all together. Perfect. These are a little bit soft, but out of the fridge they're amazing. And that's it. What do you think of the stream?
I think it's lovely. I think you're very good, Molly, and I'm very proud of you.
Thank you very much. Alright. So guys, our next stream is in just over 20 hours and 45 minutes. Tomorrow we are making some fruit mince pies and also some maybe cherry pies or apple pies for Christmas. Perfect to eat by yourself or to share with friends and loved ones. We're also going to be making some yummy treats. And then Sunday is an episode of Around the World, our themed show where we fly in and take everybody in a journey for different cuisine around the world. So this week we're going to Russia. We're going to make some beef stroganoff, some hand pies similar to a, like it's a beef hand pie similar to a pierogi. And then we're also going to finish off with a Russian crepe called a Bellini. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much for staying around, having some cocktails and canapes with Mumma, Molly and myself. We are going to send the love over to one of our beautiful streamer friends. So let's go over to 24K Magic, Brown Magic. He is one of our Crash Fam members, guys. Send him some love. He is adorable. Thank you guys for stopping by, having some fun with us. Join our socials, join our community on Discord, and we'll see all of these photos. Thank you for stopping by. My love to you all.